Hello and welcome back to W Rated, the podcast where we willingly watch the world's worst rated movies. In today's episode, we delve into yet another film on IMDb's Bottom 100 list with a new special guest. For any new listeners, my name is Daisy, and as always, I'm joined by the podcast co-creator, co-host, and editor. It's Claire. How are you doing, Claire?
I'm good.
Good. What have you been up to lately?
Nothing.
Nothing. Just chilling. But you're off to Glasgow soon.
Yeah,
At the time of recording.
At time of recording, yeah, I'll be at Glastonbury. So.
Lovely stuff.
No, what? At time of recording, I'll be at Glastonbury.
That's not. I was just like, yeah, sure, great. Whatever you say.
I didn't want to say anything because my brain doesn't work anymore. So that's like, I'm good.
Is it after watching this film? Because I agree.
Controversial? I just have. This film did stuff. See. I got nothing. Nothing.
Well, let's hope our very special guest can piece together a sentence to help us out. Very excited to welcome friend of the pod and host of JumpCast and Little Women in Black Thunderpants. It is Simon Whitlock. Welcome to the pod.
Thank you so much for having me. I feel like I'm glad that the bar is low on complete a sentence.
Yeah, we don't like to pressure too much, but we like to, make it easily accessible for everyone to really shine.
The thing is, I only have two modes. I have incomplete sentences or 5-minute rant. So,
Yeah, I can see that, actually. Podcast
wise,
yes.
Coin. Yeah. Just toss the coin and see where it lands.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, I'm interested to see whether there will be any ranting on today's episode. I'm actually genuinely not sure how you feel about this film. Simon, do you want to introduce the film to us and tell us a little bit about whether you had any kind of relationship with it at all?
Okay, so the film I've chosen is Robert Rodriguez's 2005 The Adventures of Sharkboy and Lavagirl, open parenthesis, in 3D, close parenthesis.
I've already done the logo for this episode and I didn't put the in 3D.
Well, I didn't watch it in 3D, so...
Okay, neither did I. I
feel like I should have, with the red and the blue glasses,
Yeah.
Would you have wanted the shark glasses or the lava glasses?
Ooh.
I say they're the real two genders, aren't they?
They are. Shark and lava.
For sure. Yeah, I love the pink hair, so I might have to go on Lavagirl's team. But yeah.
Hell yeah. I say, there are some solid looks in this film. I feel like I'm getting ahead of myself by saying stuff like this, but... I say there are some great outfitting, great costuming. That's the word.
Costuming. Was it a first watch for you, or did you have a relationship with the film?
This is the thing. When I were a young lad, my first exposure to Robert Rodriguez was through Spy Kids.
Yes.
So I remember, I think it was like SMTV or something. They had this first big marketing push for it. And I thought, I want to go see that. And, one thing led to another very quickly. And my parents went, yeah, let's go see Spy Kids.
Nice.
Had a great time.
Mm-hmm.
And then about a few years later, Spy Kids came out 2001, 2002?
I think.
2001, yeah. And then, I remember a few years later seeing, The Adventures of Sharkboy and Lavagirl trailer ahead of, it must have been something Pixar or Harry Potter, one of the two. And thinking... oh, that looks a bit like Spy Kids, but not as good.
But less than.
And so for the longest time, it has always just been on the periphery. I'd never seen it. It was one of those things that's like the joke film, like how Shrek became this whole meme film, joke film thing, and Sharkboy and Lavagirl kind of had that life of its own as well.
Sure.
Did you just try and compare Sharkboy and Lavagirl to Shrek?
I did hear it and I did bite my tongue. I was let him finish his point and then we'll see.
Only in the sense of the whole meme culture taking...
Absolutely, I know exactly
adopting
what you mean.
it.
And that time of that that's early 2000s, the people that watch that, how old they are and, you know, doing exactly what they're doing to Shrek is... I've seen that too with this film.
Exactly, yeah. I feel watching it... So this was a first-time watch once I got there, because it's one of those things that's just on the fringe forever and ever and ever. And then I thought, okay, there's an opportunity to watch this film now. I have to watch it. And you know what? I quite enjoyed it.
Interesting.
I
I can see Claire's face. I'm like, what does that face mean? I'm gonna go on.
No, I was going to say this face means I'm trying to use the cushion on the back of my chair and nothing else.
Right.
Almost believed that.
Let's before we dive into any spoilers, because I feel like we just need to go straight in with the detail on this one to see what everyone else is thinking. Claire, did you had or hadn't seen this film before the podcast?
I've never seen this film before. I've never seen a Spy Kids film before. I was just saying to Simon, the only Rodriguez films I've seen.
You love what's the one you need?
Planet Terror.
You love that
Love
one.
Planet Terror. Loved Sin City. I saw both of them when they came out, and then I've also seen From Dusk Till Dawn during the pandemic. Instantly shut up, one of my favourite movies ever. Just an outstanding piece of work. But that's it. I've not seen any other films of his. I've not seen any of his.
You've seen
films.
his more adult films than his kids' films.
Yeah, I think one could almost say his actual films.
His real films, not his fake film.
The films that are films.
Well, listen, Simon, she hasn't actually seen Spy Kids, so at least we can't take that slander as like actual.
I've seen the trailers and I've seen scenes.
I've seen scenes.
And one of them is on the list, which means I'm going to have to watch all of them, really, if I want to, like...
Yes,
properly.
I was going to say, like, if we're going to have to watch Spy Kids 4...
4? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's the one with Jessica Alba in, right?
Yes, and Joel...
Oh, I like Joel McHale. He's very pretty.
And Ricky Gervais is a talking dog.
Yeah. Well, less we say about that, the better. We'll save that for that podcast.
Yeah.
But I'm very, very glad you're up for watching the other three.
I feel like I'll need the context.
I mean, having seen that film, you don't, but I'm going to say yes, you do, so you see the better ones.
Am I right in thinking that the fourth one was kind of separate from the other three?
They don't, there's no, I think there might be cameos, but it's like completely...
You're just giving me reasons to skip the other three and
No!
Whoa, no.
Well, listen, Claire, the thing is that you can, but I'm going to mention the other three so much you're going to want to know what I'm talking about, so...
Well, because I was almost considering watching the semi-sequel to this film.
Right,
I only had time to watch this film last night, so I did not have time.
Yeah, we'll definitely bring that up, because I haven't seen that. I don't know if anyone else has.
Trailer.
It was a very interesting concept of them bringing that back at this sort of time. Before we dive into any details, just to recap, so this is 2005 Sharkboy The Adventures of Sharkboy and Lavagirl 3D. It's a 3.6 on IMDb. It's number 80 on the bottom 100, so it's nowhere near the worst on the list according to the good old general public out there. And as mentioned, it's directed and co-written by Robert Rodriguez, who's done the fantastic Spy Kids, From Dusk Till Dawn, Sin City, etc. Stars Taylor. Is it Lautner or Lautner? I never know. I feel like
I say Lautner, but
I say Lautner.
Well, I'm not going to say anything.
Let's call the whole thing off.
Literally. From those who don't know or remember, Jacob Black from the Twilight series, and I think he was in a series you really liked, Claire. Wasn't he?
No, it was. So we had Simon's JumpCast co-host Alex on our Vampire Stuck episode.
Oh, and it was Alex that was talking about it.
We did do a little bit of discussion, so we won't repeat it in this episode, but about Taylor Lautner's...
Because I didn't want to just mention Twilight because of that reason.
But his relationship to Hollywood and how it has treated him quite badly since the Twilight franchise. So go back to our Vampire Stuck episode to hear about that. But he also mentioned the program that's not called Why Him. The film is called Why Him, and they're very, very similar.
Cuckoo?
Cuckoo.
Yes. That's it.
Cuckoo.
Oh, I'm glad. Cuckoo. Well, I'm glad someone's, prepared for this podcast, unlike the host.
And can I just ask, Daisy, because I think I interrupted you, had you seen this film before?
No.
Okay.
So mine's very, very similar to Simon's story, which is a big love for the Spy Kids franchise. This always on the periphery, and hearing that kind of like, it's iconic. Like, look at them. Like the costumes are amazing. Like, so I had very high expectations going into this because I thought it would really tap into my nostalgia of the Spy Kids sort of genre, even though I hadn't. World. Even though I hadn't seen it before because of my love for that, then maybe I could tap into something. But well, we'll see.
I am going to very quickly there because none of us have seen it, and that makes me feel a little bit bad. I did listen to a podcast by a couple of girls who love this film and adore this film.
Awesome.
So I will just shout that out. And it's the podcast Movie Struck, and episode 21, The Adventures of Sharkboy and Lavagirl, featuring Rachel Gentile, released in December 2021. I'll try and remember to post the link, because they were incredibly positive about the movie. Absolutely loved it. Were huge fans of it. Watched it when they were kids.
And I think this is something we've brought up on the podcast before, even just generally talking about films, that sort of side of things where is it nostalgia or is it good? And even if it's not, does it matter? If you enjoy it, if it's a good film to you,
And there's the flip side of that, which we've spoken about as well. Is it like, am I the intended audience? I don't think a 32-year-old woman by herself on a Saturday night is the intended audience for watching Adventures of Sharkboy and Lavagirl.
For sure.
Weirdly, I do think that Robert Rodriguez was looking for that audience with Sharkboy and Lavagirl. He was like, yes, this will get that demographic.
The funniest thing is, and I think let's just put it out there now, spoiler territory, moving on into the film. It's his intended audience is purely just himself, where he heard his son talking about the story and went, I want to make this a film, just so I... So I think the only intended audience for this was himself and his son, but...
Imagine being so rich and influential that you can just make a movie because you're bored with your son. Ugh.
But money. I feel like at the same time, if there was ever a story related to anyone, if there was ever that related to anyone, I'm glad it's him, because he has made a hell of a lot of good films. Like, he's done so much for like the Latinx community, especially in the film world. Like, it's just, okay, and he made Spy Kids, so he's got a straight to go on Monopoly, free pass from me. But I hadn't seen it before. And also, what's to be said about watching films like this as well for the podcast is, if you're not in the mood for that specific film, that's not going to help either. But back to who it's starring. So as we mentioned, Taylor Lautner, another Taylor playing Lavagirl. So Taylor Lautner plays Sharkboy. He plays the titular role, and Taylor Dooley plays Lavagirl. I mean, she's not really been in much else at all. She was in a few different TV shows here and there for an episode, and then, as Claire mentioned, the sort of long awaited, well, not awaited, I don't think they were ever going to plan on doing a sequel, but is it a direct sequel, or is it kind of a bit of a spin-off?
It's a like spin-off within the world. So I watched the trailer, and it's about the children of multiple superheroes. All the superheroes are abducted, including Sharkboy and Lavagirl, and there's a group of the children of superheroes, including their daughter, but she is not the main character. But Taylor Lavagirl reprises her role, whereas Taylor Lautner did not. What I read was that that he wasn't available, not that he refused. Okay, but who knows?
Who knows? Yeah. But they, in the story, they said they were married, right? And it was their daughter.
Yeah. So Sharkboy is in it, but his face is completely covered, so that you don't, and he doesn't speak, so that you don't realise it's not Taylor Lautner.
Well, it's kind of.
Does he breakdance though and do karate?
Does he sing?
That's what I can't tell you. I can't tell you if he has a follow-up hit single.
And then actually, so obviously they're the titular role, but our main protagonist is a boy called Max, and he's played by Caleb Boyd. Again, very minimal other acting credits. He's had bit parts in different films, including Freaky Friday. I thought I'd throw that out there, Claire, because you like Freaky Friday as well. And then I think probably the biggest star is, other than his parents, which is David Arquette. And...
What was David Arquette doing in this movie?
I don't know, but what's the woman from Sex and the City called? I wasn't going to mention them because they were so...
Kristen David. Well done, Simon.
Well done, Simon. They played bit roles as the parents, but the main sort of like star of this that's the most recognisable is George Lopez, who obviously is a big comedian. He's got his own sitcom and done a lot of stand-ups, and he plays essentially the villain of the piece.
And not to miss out on outdated teen TV corner with Claire.
Oh yeah.
Sasha Pietrus, who plays Georgia Lopez's daughter and is the Ice Princess, was later Ali in Pretty Little Liars.
Yes, because she just had that really recognisable face. So
The
I was
first
like on
time
IMDb
you saw her,
looking her up. I was like, oh, yeah, of course. She's done a few other bits as well, sort of like as a sort of child into a teen actress as well. But yeah, some familiar faces, some not. But yeah, no, I was looking forward to finally finding out what all the fuss, not really, but kind of was about.
Buzz,
I feel like the buzz, the chatter, what's on the grapevine. I think it was more of the iconography, like, that I've seen, as opposed to it being praised as a good film. But nonetheless, meme culture is very important to me. So it was very important I understood the origins. And yeah. Simon, you liked this film. Do you want to kick us off with your overall thoughts?
So, I think, well, it's a difficult one to really kind of come out with a critical view because
it's not a film, according to Claire.
Well, according to Claire, it's not a film. I'm inclined to disagree respectfully. I think
you don't have to be respectful on this podcast.
Yeah, no respect on this podcast. It's fine.
Oh dear. But okay, so I think the sentiment of Robert Rodriguez kind of getting the story from his son Racer and going, this is really sweet, let's make it into a film. I think if you, I'm not going to say if you hate this film, you hate a child's vision, because
I'm happy for you to say that. As an ex-teacher, I regularly shit on kids' visions. I just said the other day my favourite thing about being a teacher was when a 14-year-old boy would be like, this doesn't matter, I'm going to grow up and be a footballer. And I'd be like, mate, you would have been a footballer at 8. No one's coming for you now.
Yeah.
Sit down and shut up.
You're old.
You would have been scouted many years ago.
You're past your prime.
You're over it, mate.
Love shitting on kids' visions, so that's not going to worry me.
Right, okay, this is all starting to add up now, right, yeah.
Okay. I say, if I can't go straight for the emotional jugular, I don't know what I'm going to do, Claire, to break you down on this.
I have no emotion, I am.
Everyone knows if you come on this podcast, you need to try and convince one of us it's me.
Yeah.
It won't take much. I'm going to put money down now. And say I am going to have increased my star rating in my head from now until at the end of the podcast.
Yeah. Whereas I'm just like, I'm Toba. I'm just in the wasteland. No heart, no soul.
Good on
no
you
legs.
for remembering
because it's robot backwards.
It is robot
backwards.
backwards.
Oh, these kids' imaginations, they're too good, aren't they?
Gosh, they're little rat scallions.
Really? Are they?
Are they?
Well, Claire,
just like you multiple times, Simon.
I say, Claire, just like Tobor, he can also be saved from the dream wasteland. So, you know, dreams can come true, as Gabrielle once sang.
Oh.
It's true.
I really appreciated, just on a visual level, I think it's so out there and unique. I think, in fact, having not seen this in 3D, I don't know, because there's that thing, isn't there, with 3D films where, because you have the glasses, they immediately just darken and dull everything.
Right.
It's like, I feel like watching this Sharkboy and Lavagirl in 3D in 2D might have been the optimum way of watching it. Because you didn't have the whole... Well, first we don't have the glasses, which are annoying,
incredibly uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Little paper ones.
Well, and Simon also wears glasses.
That's
so
what I mean.
That's other layer.
Glasses.
So in the peak of 3D, like in the mid-2010s, the only time when I found myself actually going, you know what, I quite like this, was I think I went to see, I think it was Edge of Tomorrow in 3D.
Great,
oh wow!
And yeah, and they'd given me these little clip-on things.
Oh,
and genuinely,
sweet.
I was like so used to the okay, yeah, I'll wear the glasses over the glasses, cool, headaches coming kind of thing, and then someone went, oh, hang on a minute, we've got something for people who have glasses. And I'm like, just clip these on. And genuinely, it was like the most pleasurable experience I've had.
Finally, you experienced it how it was supposed to be.
Yeah, it was like, okay, if every cinema experience could be like that. Like, I'd say, on the other side of that, you have my viewing of Gravity in 3D, which I watched after a very heavy 2-day session of being a uni student.
Oh no.
And then went, oh, Gravity in 3D, what's the worst that could happen? And yeah, felt like I was having a panic attack.
God. Just when she's like spinning off.
Oh, yeah. It was the spinning and loud noises, and I was pretty much dead center in a massive screen in 3D. I don't know how I made it through the other side, I'll be honest. I feel like I had
Adventures in 3D.
Oh my god.
The Adventures of Simon in 3D glasses in 2D.
In 3D. Oh, Lord.
What they should do is, like, you can get prescription sunglasses. You should get prescription 3D glasses.
Absolutely. And, like, if they're going to...
Are we going to have to bring 3D back now Avatar's coming back?
Like, you know what? I think it is happening.
Are you joking?
I've seen the glasses pop out again.
Don't they? They do 3D screenings.
It's been a really long time since I've seen a 3D screen. Like, remember, you used to, if you wanted to see any new release, you almost had to only see it in 3D the first week. If you didn't want to see it in 3D, you kind of had to wait for the second week.
Yeah.
Whereas now, it seems to be more the other way. If you want to see it in 3D, there's only a handful of showings, and it tends to be more like the real 4DX and stuff like that.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking of. Because usually, when you look on the app, this is just like one franchise for example, like, and then you see 2D audio described, 4DX, super screen, I think it's obvious what I'm talking about, and then like all of these, and I'm like, right, which one is the one I actually want to see?
Normal.
And it's just like, just normal. Why can't you be normal? But like, pick one. And I'm like, oh my god. And then I think it's the 4DX thing that I keep thinking of instead of 3D. I don't have like a specific, I think I'm a bit indifferent in that. My main thing is that it should work without 3D.
Yeah,
I agree. I think this film is like it's so clearly part of like something that was before that wave of 3D cinema because it's like pure sideshow entertainment kind of thing. Like things like pop out of you, pop out at you.
It's like you're sitting there and it's like a chest burster.
I'm glad that's where your mind went with that because I was very worried. I've been listening back to some of the old episodes, and I was listening to the 365 Days episode.
Oh no!
This is a very different speed. This episode. This is for kids, Simon.
I'm 32-year-old women alone on a Saturday night.
David Arquette try his best.
Oh, I'm glad you mentioned like it seems like a sideshow type thing because one of the thoughts I had within like the first 20 minutes was if you told me this was one of those shitty thought park 3D adventure ride things, I would believe you. Like the acting, the graphics, the story all seemed of that caliber. Like they used to have a really annoying like pirates in 3D thing that you went to with the chairs.
They have like Angry Birds now, don't they?
Yes, Angry Birds.
Yeah.
But if you'd have told me this was just taken from one of them, I'd be like, that rings true. Like, checked out.
I can't really disagree with that, to be honest.
See, I feel like that's a fun little thing to do. I don't think it's mean. I think it's fair. I think it's justified. But again, I'm coming from this from like I remember going to Disney World as a kid and doing like the Muppets one and doing the Bugs Life one. Bugs Life one's traumatizing.
I'm like, you're like traumatized. I'm like, it's great.
Oh god, this is coming from someone who's like proper like arachnophobic.
Okay. Yeah, I'm never going near that. I mean, it's not there anymore, but
couldn't deal with that.
Well, that's actually, funnily enough, I've had the opposite experience with Honey, I Shrunk the Audience in Disneyland Paris, because they had mice in the thing.
Oh, okay.
So they had mice pouring. Oh god, I'm gonna have to put my feet up on this chair.
Oh no!
I can like phantom feel them crawling over me. They had like mice pouring out of the screen, and then like they made it feel like they were running over your feet. And me and my dad absolutely lost it. Like it was awful.
God.
Why do they do these things to people?
Genuinely,
for entertainment.
Like,
it's very much that kind of 3D, and not look at all this depth of field, you know?
Yeah. And like who is it? I think it's someone quite highly regarded. It might even be someone like Scorsese, who's quite like he's not a defender of it, but he's certain. Well, I think he is a little bit, but he always comes out whenever there's a whole like it's a fad thing, and he goes, actually, it was something that came along with the advent of cinema to begin with.
Is it not Spielberg?
Maybe it's Spielberg. I don't know. I was just thinking because of Hugo.
It would be Scorsese, and everyone would be like, Claire, shut up, and I'll just edit it out on the podcast.
You make a good point, Simon. If it was Hugo, because Hugo, I'm pretty sure, came out in 3D.
That's like the one really good use of it. Was in Hugo.
I never watched it, so I only watched it at home release.
Okay.
I watched it at home release, and I wasn't taken by the film.
Fair enough. That's
another thing as well, like 3D, 2D. obviously in cinema, that's going to be a really immersive experience. I've never really experienced a 3D TV in itself, but even like when you like, I'm sure that's great because it's built for that. But when I remember I had Spy Kids 3D in like the really thick case because it had 4 sets of 3D glasses for the whole family, and like
I had 5 people in my family.
Yeah, well, so did I. So someone was missing out, and I'm pretty sure my parents were fighting over who didn't have to watch it. But yeah, it's just that interesting kind of thing of how it translates to that sort of environment as well. But I feel like there's a big nostalgia element to that kind of 3D and the way that it's, and there was few bits in the film where it was very obvious as they were coming towards the screen and things were popping out. It reminded me very much of Spy Kids 3D, and I did have a little chuckle about that.
Oh yeah, I did have myself. I was tempted to do like a little counter of every time something pops out, because it's just like it is very egregious, but in a way that like I feel like Robert Rodriguez kind of gets away with, because that's his whole shtick. It's just let's do the most ridiculous thing on screen. Like he never
he's trying to entertain children at the end of the day. Like it is a children. I feel like this is very much more of a children's film than a family film, whereas Spy Kids was a family film or family film series.
Yeah, absolutely. I think like so much of the film is based around, well, I think every other word in every line is dream.
188 times.
100. Thank you. I knew there was a count.
It was only an hour and a half long. It says more than 1 a minute.
Let me double check. It wasn't 108, but it was definitely a 1 and an 8.
That is
either way. Impressive. That's over 1 a minute.
Yeah, that is excellent.
I mean, they're probably somewhere. All in the song, aren't they?
True.
Yeah. The song. I wasn't expecting
188 times, but so variations or derivations. I can't
drink
say that
every
much.
time they say dream.
Oh so my god!
Dream is said 165 times. Dreaming 9, dreamt 8, dreamer or dreamers 5, and dreamed 1. So all in total, dream or a similar word to dream 188 times.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, you can see where they're going with the film, definitely.
About dreams.
Yeah, about
I
dreams.
I guessed that already.
And I did quite enjoy the dream logic of it. Like there was a point where I kind of thought, hang on a minute, this is really quite out there for a film which is ostensibly for kids, like, and in a way by kids, like via the director. And like I just found myself going, you know what, this is really fun. I just thought, like, totally on its, it kind of had to meet it on its terms for it to work.
That's a really good point to make, I think.
Yeah, I think, it's. I don't like the phrase like, oh, it's never going to be high art, but in this case, it really doesn't aspire. It doesn't dream to be it.
Very good.
But it's
you're
sweet.
Pretty good with plots. Do you want to tell us about what happens in this film?
I mean, I will preface it with, if you told me that the plot of this film was written by an AI bot, I would believe you. That's like, I genuinely
Darling Minnie come to life.
Yeah, did a machine? Did someone just put in like 7 keywords?
Sharkboy,
one of them being
and Lavagirl.
Look, just boy, girl, shark, lava, dream, adventure, and then
away we go.
Honestly,
dream.
You know, it's that thing, if you put enough monkeys in a typewriter room forever, they'll write Shakespeare. Well, I think this was the first draft.
Clip it, ship it.
The film follows young boy Max, who is a only child and isn't very good at making friends. He tells a story in school about meeting Sharkboy and Lavagirl, superheroes. None of the kids believe him because he's always just living in a little dream world in his own head, and he can't really make friends with other kids. His parents at home are fighting because, as is the way with all kids media, the parents could never ever be a happy couple, and they obviously, like, you look at them and you're like, they would never have got together in the first place. But anyway, I digress.
So why, who's out of whose league?
Just personality-wise, like, she's the most boring. Like, I am mother, I am strict, I wear suits and tell everyone off, and then he's
and make giant cookies for no reason.
And then he's like, I'm the wacky dad. Look at my clip-on tie.
We're all laughing, but that's literally the dialogue.
Oh yeah, it really
literally.
is.
Yeah.
I feel like you could have just shortened all of that to just say, I'm the stressful, strictly angry mum. Yeah. I'm David Arquette.
Yeah.
So, yeah, his home life shit, his school life shit, but he has these wonderful dreams. A bully at school steals what he calls his dream journal and destroys it. And then Sharkboy and Lavagirl arrive in the real world to tell him that their land... what is it? Planet Drool.
Planet Drool.
Planet Drool, because when you dream, you drool. They say their planet is being destroyed by the darkness, and what we know is that the kid that destroyed the book got a permanent marker and drew black lines all through the book, making it all dark.
I do think it's nice when they can just make it reflect.
So he has to go to this Drool land to defeat the evil Mr. Electric and another villain, and they have to go and get lots of things, and he has to remember his powers, and there's just a lot of unnecessary plot contrivances. And I really just properly zoned out. And then there's a bit where Taylor Lautner sings a really weird song in the middle of it, which just disturbed me on many levels. And there's also lots of really unnecessary, uncomfortable, little flirty moments between Sharkboy and Lavagirl, which I just wasn't there for. I wasn't signed up for that. But in the end, he remembers his powers. Everyone realizes they can be a hero and that we should all support each other's dreams, and everything works out okay. And I still don't understand, was it a dream or was it real? The end.
Right, yeah, no, sorry, I was hooked on that last question because I hadn't considered that, whether it was a dream or real.
Well, because when he's in I keep calling it Project Drool for some reason, Planet Drool, he's when they're oh, what can we do? They're Mr. Electric is heading to your real world, and he's how do I get there? And they're well, you're actually asleep, and he's what? You're right, so all of this was a dream, and he's been asleep the whole time. Then he goes back to the real world, and he's awake, but then all of his dream things come to the real world, and it's what's happened? The logic was written by a child.
Yeah, because a child thinks that dreams are an alternate universe as opposed to not real in your brain.
Yeah.
So I think that makes sense, is that the logic is that dreams are an outside perspective that can come into the real world.
I think that was my worst recap yet, which is mad because I literally watched it less than 24 hours ago and then listened to a different podcast that I mentioned earlier, recapping the whole thing before we recorded.
You right though. I did kind of zone out a little bit as well.
It's just it's a typill kind of kids film.
Yeah, I kind of turned into a bit of a kid where I was just looking at the pretty colours.
Yeah,
and the big giant cookies. And
it is. It's they're in one bit, and the problem is that they can't fly their spaceship. Then they're in another bit, and the problem is it's not comfortable enough. Then they're in another bit, and it's too cold. Yeah. Moments. They just hop to different kind of areas and keep solving the problems. We got asked recently, myself and Daisy, we guested on the Unequal Sequel podcast, and we got asked what was our worst films so far. Do we have a worst film on the list? And I'm happy to say this is it for me. This is honestly, I think this is the worst film we've watched.
You think this is worse than Estarco?
Yeah.
Wow.
I just did. Now, preface that, I am so not the audience for this.
Sure.
I genuinely don't think I would have liked this when I was the audience for it, which is why I never saw any of the Spy Kids films, because I remember seeing the trailers and being no thank you, not for me. So I don't think I would have ever been the audience for this, but I really, really didn't like it. And I was really hoping that one of you had seen this when it had come out, so that you could explain to me what the big deal is. Because I'm what is this?
I'm going to hazard a guess and say it is just pure nostalgia, because I can see it. I can see myself.
Did people like this when they were kids? Did a child sit in the cinema and actually enjoy this?
I could see that I would have liked it. Okay. However, I would have liked it if it had come out first before Spy Kids, because Spy Kids came out when I was 7, and then I got the second one and I was getting a bit older. So it I always loved Carmen, who was the older sister. Because this came out after that, I think it was too immature, sort of children stuff. Whereas had it I don't know, worked out in a way that I'd seen this first or whatever, I would have loved it, because I buy into the Spy Kids thing, so I would have liked the style. However, I think the CGI on this is so bad.
Well, because I did, and I know I'm not the only person to make this comparison, because the other podcast I listened to also made this comparison, and I'm sure 100 people have because of the time it came out. But when I was watching it, I was like, this looks like a Disney Channel original movie, or less than. It looks less than a Disney Channel original movie.
I think it did actually get broadcast on Disney Channel.
Probably did, but it was originally released in the cinema.
Sure, I saw somewhere, because I was like, I'm sure this really looks like a Disney Channel original movie, and I'm sure someone said it got broadcast at some point.
But it was a cinema release. But then I looked up, I was like, oh, what are like similar Disney Channel original movies, so I can compare the budget. And the one that instantly came up, because it came out,
not a small budget, this film.
No,
but the one that instantly came up was Sky High, which wasn't a Disney Channel original movie, but it is a Disney movie, I believe, and it came out the same year. Very similar concept, kids who are superheroes. Yeah. I only watched Sky High for the first time maybe last year. I watched it last summer. Amazing, fucking loved it. Really hooked me. Holds up so well, so fun. So that's why I'm like, this feels even more of a failure for me, because I'm like, the two films, very similar concepts, came out the same year. One of them, watching it in my 30s, worked really well, and one didn't. But again, I'm not the audience.
I wonder if like something like Sky High had some sort of substance that was there for a wider range of audiences.
It had a much better script, but Sky High cost and Sky High graphics are still a bit dodge, but they do hold up. Yeah. Sky High cost 35 million. This one cost 50 million.
And also the problem with this one is that I think it's kind of like doomed to fail, because it's a dreamland, right? It's meant to be really, really creative. Yes, they spent a lot of money because they kind of have to, but then they probably didn't spend the amount of money that they could have done to make it look a certain way, so that you've kind of got to pick a lane. Like with something like Sky, I haven't seen it, but I imagine it. I'm pretty sure it's based very in what looks like a kind of regular looking high school.
Yeah, like the budget effects here and special there. Effects are for the superhero action.
Whereas this is practically all green screen, right? So you're kind of setting yourself up by having these huge ambitions. And I do respect him, because he's gone full wacky with it and full children's sort of way. And I wonder if that's what's alienated me and you a little bit, Claire, in that we're like, I love what maybe like the concept of what you're trying to do, but it's just a bit you didn't like the concept you didn't like the fact that it was like, okay, well maybe I'm in the middle of you and Simon then. It's like, I liked the fact that they were doing all of these things that were related to it. Kind of reminded me of Psychonauts, if either of you have played that.
Yes.
It's a game where it's all related to like the way the brain works and emotions and things like that, and it's all got these like, you know, like how Inside Out has the train of consciousness, and so does this. Like it's this is the stream of consciousness, I can't remember, but it was all kind of related to that. It's all very sweet and very clever, and I love when they build those concepts out in a child-friendly way, because I think it's important that children learn about that kind of stuff. So I like what they were going for. I just did not like the execution.
It's interesting you mentioned Inside Out, because while I was watching it, I was like, wow, Inside Out kind of stole quite a lot from this film.
Well, I can't argue with that, because a lot of the stuff that was coming up, I was like, this is, reminding me of those two things. But at the same time, like, I mean, I doubt that the Inside Out writers maybe they have seen this, but
the Inside Out writers are panicking right now. They're like, "Oh my god, two British girls on a tiny podcast."
Conspiracy.
I mean, in fairness, this is how conspiracy starts: small podcasts. So,
there you go.
I'm gonna hammer this one home.
Right, I'm gonna turn off my camera now, and but I just think it's interesting. Like, there's a lot of stuff like that area of like conceptual representation and things like that. It's so interesting, and it's definitely something that was going to come back around again anyway, because it's sort of like right for the picking with these phrases like stream of consciousness or train of thought and things like that. So I like where they were going for it, and I think that was Robert Rodriguez and his co-writer sort of building that out from Racer Rodriguez's main story. So I like that they kind of built that out. My problem is that maybe he gave his son a bit too much credit and kind of left it a little bit too in the conceptual phase of a child, and maybe could have used it as inspiration to build something out a little bit more solid.
I think as much as I enjoyed the film, I'm inclined to agree. I think the biggest issue I had was that, like, I again watching this, I did enjoy it, but I did find myself thinking it just needed someone to just kind of be a bit, maybe on the outside, be a bit like, no,
It
no, we're
needed an
not doing
adult.
this.
It needed a responsible adult.
They needed an adult in the
yeah.
room.
I think, or at the very least, a jaded teenager, just to kind of be like, no, that's rubbish.
Rein it in, Robert. Rein it in.
I think that's the tricky thing, isn't it? When you have filmmakers who are so inclined to do everything off their own backs, like, because obviously with Rodriguez, he kind of had to, because no one would really give him that chance. So he was like, fine, I'll do it all myself. It's the classic like film school thing of going like, I'm just gonna make a film. And as soon as you do that, but when you have a massive budget, it's the George Lucas thing, isn't it? Of going, I can just make, I've got my vision, and I've gotten rid of all the people who would go, no, Robert, no, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
And it's that doing something entirely unchecked, and then the second you stop and look at it, you go, oh, I really needed someone to stop me, like 5 frames ago, kind of thing.
I wonder what he thinks
about it. Is there a career in that? Because, like, I'd be great at that. Just standing in a room being like, no.
Professional reiner in.
Like, I guess that's a producer, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
But, I would be amazing at just standing in a room.
This is
and being
the problem.
Like,
Robert Rodriguez was everything on this film, right?
Yeah,
how many credits did he have?
He
wrote
did
down
editing,
somewhere.
writing, directing, producing.
Yeah.
He's got 14 credits in this film, most notably as director, producer, screenwriter, VFX supervisor, director of photography, editor, cam op, composer, and performer. So, there's really no one else in that room. There really isn't. So yeah, maybe that's something to think about in the grand scheme of things.
I think it is a bit of a double-edged sword, because on the one hand you do have that singular vision, and like, I don't subscribe to the whole auteur theory thing, but I feel like this is probably the closest. Well, I mean, his filmography is probably one of the closest, or an example of what that would look like.
Sure.
And like, when it's good, it's From Dusk Till Dawn, it's Sin City, it's Spy Kids. When it's
glad you mentioned Spy Kids.
I love that. I love those films. Genuinely, I genuinely love them. And when it's less good, it's
this
Sin City 2. And
interesting. I thought you might bring that up. I've still not seen Sin City 2 because I love the first one, and then I missed the second one at the cinema, and then everyone has just said don't bother. Like,
no, I didn't think it was that bad.
I've just been told
it's not the worst thing ever, but it's a bit rubbish.
We had high expectations, didn't we? There's a long way to fall.
Yeah, but this film and Sin City 2 are the two most expensive films he's ever made. This was his most expensive film until Sin City 2. So basically, don't give the man a credit card.
It's the lesson we can all learn.
Yeah, like if you have unlimited money, you're gonna overspend and you're gonna go stupid. It's like if
you live within your means, don't you? Yeah. So if he's gonna go, so the theory is low budget Rodriguez, thumbs up.
Yep.
Big budget Rodriguez, thumbs down.
Yeah.
Mid. Oh, Simon's going mid.
I wish we were recording the video because you two looked beautiful doing that. You were so in sync with your hand movements. I'm really sad I wasn't recording the video.
Right, maybe we need to put a case forward for doing the videos for these.
Oh dear.
I'm slowly becoming convinced.
I don't want to look at this.
Why don't we get Robert Rodriguez to animate you?
Yeah. I do like pink hair.
So we've spoken a little bit about the dialogue, because we've spoken a lot about the story, and we're saying, okay, there's stuff to be said about the story, but the dialogue is...
apart from I really liked the when the shark spoke. I was like, oh my god, talking sharks! And then they never came back. I was really sad that the talking sharks were not more prevalent in the film. Then I would have been on board.
It's not the same, it doesn't sound anything like him, but it reminded me of that one moment in Elf when he comes up and goes, bye buddy. It's just like... It doesn't sound anything like it. Have you not seen Elf?
I got made to watch it this Christmas, and I'm not a fan, and I mostly didn't pay attention.
Well, there was an animated narwhal, and he said one line, and he's the MVP of the whole thing. So it kind of reminded me of that, where you want them to come back, but the whole point is that they were so glorious in that one moment that you don't want to,
Yeah, my favourite
quality,
My favourite Family Guy character ever is in the entire 18-season run for exactly 30 seconds, and it's Maybe, where it's like a random episode, one of the early ones, and the bee just flies, and he's like, oh, look at me, I'm Maybe, oh, done stung myself. Bye world, and then he just dies.
See,
and that's
Just don't overstay your welcome is the rule, right?
Maybe he lives in my heart.
I did like the line of the bully in the school where he all of a sudden was just like, just get him expelled. Like, he went full Hermione Granger. Like,
apparently that was a TikTok trend like last year or a couple years ago. Apparently that was like a big TikTok thing that people kept reenacting that line.
Maybe I saw it and just didn't really realise what it was from.
Yeah.
I'll have a quick look to see who, because isn't the kid called Linus? I don't know if he's done anything.
Linus.
That's it, Linus or Minus.
Some of these things I did chuckle to myself purely from a person who just likes wordplay, but it isn't necessarily very good.
God. No, oh my god! And I didn't realise this one because I was like, he's Minus because he's a negative energy, and Max is max power, positive energy. And when you put positive and negative together, everything lights up.
What I will say, Claire, is that I think you've put more thought into that than they did, because they named him Max because Racer's middle name's Max. But they might have made the connection still. But then when
it comes from a land where you've got such ingenious character names like Mr. Electricidad.
Yeah, no, that I was nah. I was like, well, that's clearly something's going to happen with Electric, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I could never perceive that it would be his stretched out face on some sort of TV screen creature, though. That's going to live in my nightmares. As soon as
because it does a little flash thing before we actually see him, doesn't it? There's like a little where he's having a nightmare or something. Can you see a couple of interspersed clips?
Yes,
what the fuck is that? And I was like, well, strap myself in for whatever the fuck this is going to be.
Yeah. I mean, I like George Lopez. He didn't really have a lot to do as the teacher itself. It was just fine.
I don't know if I have any knowledge of George Lopez.
But when a bit... I mean, I've seen him in bits and bobs. Like,
I don't know if I have.
You know when he's just one of those people you've not actually watched anything that he's been in properly, but you've definitely seen his face.
You've seen him in so many things.
Yeah, I knew who he was, but I was like, why do I know who he is?
Yeah. No, I get that all the time. I look up people and I'm like, I know this person, haven't seen any of the things they're in, and I'm like, how does that work? But
I've seen Valentine's Day, seen that. Beverly Hills Chihuahua, I've seen half of that.
How is that not on the bottom 100?
The fact that there's 3 sequels to it is very surprising.
Not enough people have seen it, is my theory.
No, people just love dogs, don't they?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Me included. Guilty. Don't like Chihuahuas, though.
He's also in a film called No Malone. Oh, I do remember that film. Yeah.
No Malone?
No,
maybe it's subliminally, subconsciously, you've ingested some George Lopez content without realising.
If you consume George Lopez,
but yeah, like he didn't really, the school stuff very much reminded me of like Disney Channel, Nickelodeon. Do you know what? It actually reminded me of Jimmy Neutron, even though Jimmy Neutron is a fully animated thing.
Very same vibes, yeah.
Right?
I didn't even watch Jimmy Neutron, but I completely agree.
Great. I'm really pleased that you said that.
I can see it a little bit, to be honest. Yeah.
How I wished I'd just watched the Jimmy Neutron film instead. Anyway, because that's great. I'm sure it's not. I'm sure it doesn't hold up, but that I did watch many times as a kid. But yeah, and then when Max goes to sleep and there's all the dream counterparts of everybody, and Mr. Electricidad is Mr. Electric, and he's this TV faced thing with like cables for arms and legs, and just stomping around. It was quite entertaining, but also quite horrifying and traumatizing. Was
it entertaining?
Entertaining in a sense of, as I was watching, I was going, haha, what the fuck? I was just sitting there going, what the hell am I watching? Because I was fully bought into, okay, this is going to be like, colourful and fun and pop. But I was like, oh no, this is just like, oh, this is, I don't know how else to describe it, but yeah.
Can we talk about Sharkboy as a concept?
Oh, sure, yeah, because we got the origin. We got more origin for Sharkboy than Lavagirl, right?
Well, Lavagirl spends the whole movie going, why don't I have an origin? Why am I?
Yeah, what is my purpose?
Yeah, I'm like, Jesus Christ, the girl was having an existential crisis. Typical man not thinking about women's feelings.
That was quite funny how every scene was just her going, so where am I from? And Sharkboy's just like, shut it, dream.
Like, it's horrible I don't really want to say it about a kids movie, but she is the living embodiment of the sexy lamp. Like,
oh my God, you're right.
I mean, she literally lights up. Yeah,
she's the ultimate sexy lamp. Which is horrible to say about a child.
Oh God.
Yeah. The good-looking lamp, I don't know. The attractive lamp, I don't know. I'm just gonna stop. But yeah, no, that poor girl was having an existential crisis. But like, really, when you think too deeply about it, it's very disturbing.
I mean, what you can say is that from the film's perspective, Max dreamt where Sharkboy came from and how he became a Sharkboy, whereas Lavagirl just turned up, so he didn't dream her.
He also dreamt her. He dreamt everything. They're all
but he didn't dream her an origin story.
Exactly. He was just like, I've made Sharkboy. He needs a love interest. Let's make her pink. Let's just call her Lavagirl.
Do you know what though? Like, do you know what though? Although you made a point about them flirting and whatever, like I thought it was quite sweet, and I actually thought they did pretty well at making Sharkboy and Lavagirl an equally sort of like capable superheroes. It wasn't just like, oh, he's the boy and she's the girl kind of thing. As much as they were in blue and pink, and they both had their own strengths and weaknesses and stuff like that, which was cute. But yeah, the fact that Sharkboy lost his, like, what was it? They kept sharks for some reason.
They worked in the ocean, so then he just made friends with the sharks.
So yeah, I think his dad was a marine biologist,
and they had like a hut in the middle of nowhere in the ocean. Yeah, so then he
was raised by sharks.
Yeah, and I was like,
he lost the dad. The dad, there was a storm or something.
Not to bring back the talking sharks, but I was like, again, are these talking sharks, or are we just hearing what the sharks are thinking? Can Sharkboy talk to the sharks?
And I will also bring back again, they definitely didn't think that far into it.
No.
Which is a shame, because, you know, this is really interesting stuff. These are the big questions, guys.
He goes through a very disturbing transformation in the space of like only a couple of years, I'd say, where his teeth turn into shark teeth, and he grows fins and he grows gills, and then he completely changes race and turns into Taylor Lautner because the little kid is definitely a white kid.
That's actually a really good point.
Yeah,
it's the sea algae.
Yeah,
they could have maybe kept that some kind of consistency. Yeah.
But yeah, just really fucking terrifying when he comes out and he's like, yeah, I have a fin now and I have some gills. I was like, what the fucking body horror is this? Deal. It's like Tusk. Like, oh.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard that's
similar vibes.
That Robert Rodriguez insisted on having. He was like, everything else can be racer, but I want the body horror bit.
Yeah. And then he was just a dickhead, really, Sharkboy. Like, he was really aggressive, like, for most of the movie.
He's a shark.
He's a shark.
I don't know, man. Like, this kid's meant to be helping you, and you just keep yelling at him, really.
But until he sings.
I thought it was quite...
even when he's singing, he's shouting.
And he swears. He censors himself, but he swears.
Oh, but he censors himself and rhymes it as well, which is great. I think that's
skills.
That's skills. That's commitment.
Skills and gills.
Skills.
Had to, so I couldn't let that one go.
Yeah, just, you know, Sharkboy was a bit of a dickhead, really. Didn't vibe with him. Didn't vibe with him.
Fair enough. Yeah. I can't say I particularly enjoyed any of the characters specifically, but they were all one step up, at least, from Max himself and his parents, who could just get in the bin. Like,
I did really appreciate the
Matt's such a
Ice
wet
Princess.
Blanket, I'm sorry. Ice Princess, yeah. I liked her more as the girl.
I sit under a vent at work, and I have to have a blanket at work because I'm so cold from sitting under the vent. So I really vibed with her. I felt a kindred spirit.
It's nice to have representation on the screen. It's important.
Do you know? I'm going to post some statistics about what the aircon disparity between men and women, because offices do aircon for men and not for women, and aircon affects women more than men.
Really?
It's been proven.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And as someone who, for fucking whatever reason, always ends up under the aircon vent, it's sexist.
I found this out when in the before times when we all went to work.
See, I go to work again now, and I'd forgotten the horror of vents and aircons.
Oh god! Okay,
and now I'm very cold all the time.
See, this is the thing. I was completely oblivious to this difference. So I was the type who was like, oh, it's warm now, I'm going to turn it down a bit. And
Simon.
Well, I didn't know. And
We're
my
not allowed
boss.
to touch ours.
Yeah,
So
I've
no
always
one
worked in offices
automatically-
where it's set, and I'm constantly emailing the caretakers being like, that one time I was sat in the middle of the summer in jeans with socks, a t-shirt, a jumper, a blanket, and a hot water bottle, and I literally was like, someone feel my hands, and they were icy, and I was like, I physically can't live like this is going to make me sick. So sorry, really long, irrelevant story. Representation, love the cold girl. Daisy, you hate Max.
Yeah, he's just a bit of a wet blanket, isn't he? Like,
he's the daydreamer, Daisy. The daydreamer.
Like, yeah, okay. I just don't have anything to say, but it just wasn't a very compelling character.
I'm almost impressed that someone who's so nondescript managed to have such a vivid imagination.
Yes! Oh my god, that's such a good point.
Like, he has absolutely nothing going for him. Like, yeah, he's I mean, aside
oh my
from...
god, I love it. This kid has absolutely nothing going for him.
Like, I feel like stomping on kids is not my territory, figuratively or literally. I just want to make it clear. And yeah, but he's just, yeah, a bit vanilla, a bit meh.
No, don't get me wrong. Like, it probably is nice to just have a regular kid be the lead.
Oh yeah,
for kids watching. Like, they don't have to. I'm sure representation matters in a way that they don't quite understand or can talk about yet. But they quite like. You always do mirror people that you see on the screen, right? Obviously, you want to be entertained, but the whole point. I mean, he's not even in the name of the film. It's not really about him. He's the
author.
Yeah, it's like there has to be a word for this by now. I probably just don't know it, but it's like the vessel in which the audience experience the film.
I mean, it's our avatar, isn't it?
Avatar, that's it. Yeah. So, but I guess it's
audience
just proxy. I guess I'm just a bit even more about it because his at home life. There isn't anything really like the school classroom things are quite interesting. I don't know, because you're just like there's loads of different kinds of people there. Like you've got the bully, you've got the girl, the teacher. They're all very different. They're all distinct characters.
So many different types of characters: a teacher, a bully, and a girl.
No, but I'm just saying. I'm not saying in terms of what characters they are. I mean in terms of watching them.
Okay.
When you go like, there's other stuff going on. I don't know how else to describe that to you.
No, I know. I'm just being mean.
Oh, you do understand what I mean. Okay.
I mean, I also don't, but I'm also being mean.
Well, just compare. Like, did you not find that when you were watching the classroom scene, that it was at least interesting to watch versus watching the scenes with his parents? Did you not see a disparity between
the scenes with his parents? Just made me like my eyes rolled so far.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm trying to say.
It's that typical like Nickelodeon kids TV program of one of the parents has to be an absolute rigid like stick in the mud, and one of the parents is like we said at the start, the wacky funky parent, and
they're also incredibly sad, miserable.
But you don't know that as a kid because you're like, oh my god, they're so fun, and why can't all my parents be like that? And it's like these two people would never have got together. These two people could not coexist in the same space, let alone have had a child and raised a child.
I think for me is that you don't see the relationship he has with them. Whereas in the school, you see that he likes the girl at the front. You see that he's scared of the teacher and is a bit, he hates the bully,
He has a great relationship with his mum because she walks into school and tells him that she's going to get a divorce. But it's like, but I wanted
to bring this
enjoy
up.
that at school.
I'm sure. No, sorry. The way she goes, I'm sure you may have noticed lately that what is it she says? Oh my god, I wrote it down, but I don't have my notebook with me. She says something like, I'm sure you've seen lately.
We're not compatible or something like that.
Who says that to their child?
On the way to school when he's really being bullied at school.
The joke is that they walk to school and it's literally opposite, but the fact that she's just dumped that on him, walking out the door.
Have a good day. We need to speak later. Come straight home. We need to have a discussion later. Probably about this massive emotional wall I've dumped on you.
So there's little things like that where it's just like, wow, this is very much a child created this story, and then the adult literally filled in the bare minimum gaps to make it comprehensible when it comes to those kinds of things. Whereas the the imagination stuff didn't need that much work because it's imagination. But
I'm gonna Google while you talk to see if Robert Rodriguez had divorced from the
Oh.
mum at this point.
Oh wow!
Because
okay, yeah.
within 2 years' time, he makes Planet Terror, which is when he starts dating Rose McGowan. So I want to see when he broke. When did he break up from?
I didn't realise that this was actual.
Yeah, I don't know what his relationship with the Racer's mum is. So I'm gonna look that up.
Okay.
Well, I'm wondering if this was like, oh, I'm gonna spend time with the kids.
Biographical.
This is my every other Saturday. So I'm gonna make a film with
his
him.
mum says I'm a good for nothing. Wow. You just wait and see.
I made him a movie.
I made him a movie. What did you do? Yeah.
Well, this film came out in 2005, right?
Yeah.
Rodriguez announced in April 2006 that he and his wife, Elizabeth, with whom he had 5 children, had separated after 16 years of marriage.
There you go. All the stuff about your mum's telling me to get a real job as a writer.
And the kid being like, my mum and dad don't like each other and I don't know what to do about it.
I wonder if she baked giant cookies too. Okay, so it actually is biographical. Brilliant.
There you go, a whole other level.
It's got so many levels.
And now you're dunking on a child's trauma.
That actually does give a level of grit to this film.
I don't come from a home of divorce. I come from a home of grumpy Catholic people, so I cannot relate. Like in our side of the world, they fucking stay together and they hate each other and they just make it work.
Yeah, now I know that. I'm like, oh, okay, interesting. Maybe I can connect on another level to this as a child of divorce.
Yeah, and you were an only child at the time as well, weren't you?
I was, yeah. Well, yeah. I wouldn't have remembered Clara was 3, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
So,
but then you can't connect. Stop trying to connect.
No, I was being sarcastic. That was what I was saying. Oh, maybe this finally will be the reason that I'll like this film. It won't. Talking about the different characters, there was quite a lot of people that were potentially going to be the main 2 kids. I know that there was a hell of a lot of crap on IMDb trivia about who was going to be.
I loved the IMDb.
I'm not even going to go on that because I think it's half of it's fake.
Oh, it's all fake.
Yeah. But why? People have too much time in your hands. Start a podcast or something. I don't know.
There had obviously just been some sort of meme thing where everyone just took it over, but Christopher Walken as Mr. Electric was my favourite fake casting.
Inspired. But I do know, I think this one's a little bit more believable, is that Alexa, who was Alexa Vega, but now she's Alexa Pena Vega, was considered for the role of Lavagirl because she'd obviously worked on the Spy Kids films, and also Miley Cyrus.
That one does seem real as well.
She went on to do Hannah Montana, and I think she made the right choice.
She would, but I feel like I would have enjoyed this more if she had been Lavagirl. She would have brought a grit to it that it needed.
Yeah, I think it did get.
She would have been a good Lavagirl, I think.
I think
she's great. I wish she acted more. I know she doesn't like acting, which is why she doesn't act more.
Doesn't she?
She doesn't. I think because as well, where she did Hannah Montana for so long, she said she doesn't like acting because she doesn't like having to be what someone else wants her to be. Like she likes music because she can be autographed.
Billy Ray, cough.
Yeah, I was going to say that's definitely a lot to unpack there, I'm sure.
Because then she did, like, obviously, like, I think this is around the time after the Bangers album and stuff like that, where she really kind of went wild and stuff, and she was like, I just want to explore who I am, and acting doesn't allow me to do that.
Also, the whole Hannah Montana thing was that her non-Hannah Montana character was a Miley with a dad who was Billy Ray as well, so I guess a lot of people expected her to be that character when she was out
the
of
nice
it.
Little good girl, whereas she was a bit wild, which fair enough. As I said at the time when she did all the weird stuff on the MTV Movie Awards, she didn't get to go to university. The rest of us got to go. The rest of us got to, like, not even just go to university, but like be in their late teens and early 20s in private. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of videos of me in Sens in Dartford doing things that I would not want broadcasted.
I was going to say, I've seen many things on Freshest Week that I think that Miley looked like a proper like you say, on a Catholic level.
But yeah, so bless her. She was working things out as she was allowed to do. Just a bit mean to them all.
So in terms of Taylor Dooley, who did play Lavagirl, I know we've spoken a little bit about Taylor Lautner, but what did you think about her Lavagirl?
I thought she was neither good nor bad.
Yeah.
I feel like she didn't have much to do, didn't have much to work with, but I felt like she showed up and did her job.
Yeah, she clocked in, she clocked out. Maybe that's why she didn't really take off. Like, she didn't really do anything else. I think it's nice that they brought her back for the new thing, but I think it's very telling that she had the time and he didn't.
Yeah.
Maybe, because he's still acting, isn't he? So I haven't seen him in much lately, but...
That's why I'm like, was he really too busy, or did he just not want to do it?
Maybe. I loved her pink hair, though, and she actually had to dye that pink, apparently. I was looking at it going, is that a lace front?
I was checking as well, yeah.
But it did look like real. And the funniest thing is, every time she's on screen, she's got a wind machine on her, and it's just like it's like a consistent wind machine. So every shot, it's the same level of wind, no matter what part of the planet that they're on, which I thought was quite funny. Because clearly they don't have there's no sense of moving around. They're just in front of a green screen for the most part. What I will say is that we mentioned about, obviously, this being based on Robert Rodriguez's son's story, and obviously it's a bit autobiographical, but apparently it was shot and completed so quickly that by the time they were ready to ship it, the advertisements weren't finished. And... okay, I mean, it does look a little bit rushed, if I'm going to be honest. So maybe it was a part of the divorce process.
See, again, this just comes to, like, this is the classic Robert Rodriguez, like, get it done on time, on budget, preferably under on both, if you can.
And then he's just like, get it out, move on. Does anyone know what he did after this? I can't.
Planet Terror.
Was it Planet Terror straight after?
Okay.
Planet Terror, this came out in 2005 and Planet Terror came out in 2007, so I don't...
Okay, so he basically just went, okay, do the fun thing with the kids. Okay, now Grindhouse.
Yeah.
Straight down the line.
That's what I mean. He was like, get it out, move on.
Let me check that. Check I'm not lying, because I do love to lie on this podcast and then just cut it out. Because I
say apparently, and it covers me.
Yeah, no, he director-wise anyway, he went straight from he did Sin City, then this, then Grindhouse.
Interesting.
Okay,
yeah, no, I'm fully on board the divorce theory train.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
and then so obviously it sounds like it was done really quickly, which is fine. It's fair. I don't know if you guys saw that there's 11 visual effects companies working on this.
Yeah, I did notice that.
And I wonder if that was to get it done quicker, and I wonder what kind of effect that had on the product.
I wondered as well, both to get it done quicker and also like if certain people were only working on certain things at that time, because obviously the effects weren't where they are now, and I wonder if they didn't have like full houses.
The companies were probably a lot smaller.
Yeah,
so
the stuff I assume.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going to hazard a guess, but I think no, that makes sense. I mean, if you've got 11 companies working on something like this and it still looks like this, I'm gonna go with the quick speed over the quality, but that's again me assuming. Before we go into anything else anyone wants to go into, we've alluded to it many times, but we haven't actually spoken about the song.
Close your eyes, shut your mouth, dream a dream and get us out. Dream, 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 dream. Hit the hay, fast asleep, dream a dream, you little bleep. Dream, 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 dream.
It's working! Keep it up, Sharkboy!
Just relax, lay about, or my fist will put you out. Dream, 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 dream. Take your time, but beware, there's darkness in the air. Dream, 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 dream.
I don't know, we've mentioned it before, one of our guests has mentioned it before on a previous podcast, I believe.
I tweeted it out yesterday before recording.
Dream, 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 dream. Bracket, dream, dream.
I didn't realise that the last two were in.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 4 or 5 dreams and an additional 2 in parentheses.
That makes it so much better.
Any thoughts?
No thoughts, literally no thoughts.
Thumbs down?
As I tweeted, I've had to watch a lot of eyebrow-raising content for this podcast, but this one really took the cookies.
I think what's so fascinating is that, like, when it comes to family-orientated films and Robert Rodriguez, like, in the Spy Kids films, there are songs in there which, I mean, they aren't like number one hits, but
when, where, and why.
But they're good,
banger.
Right? Like,
I won't have it. It's a banger.
No.
It's a very good song, and like all the stuff with like Floop in the first one, like that's very like there's melody there, and there's like some level of like
I
creativity.
think that's what this was missing, a melody.
Genuinely, it's just like, what on earth? Like, the one thing I will say in its favor, and it's not even in the music, it is the dance karate for one of the better.
Well, according to the IMDb trivia, which, as we discovered, may not be true based on all of the casting.
Basically, you can completely assume that anything that we reference, the sources maybe not true.
You don't know. Saying that someone would go on IMDb and tell lies.
But what I did see on IMDb was that he choreographed it himself because he had a background. He had a background in martial arts, and when they learned that, they were like, "Oh, you can choreograph your own martial arts a bit."
Yeah, apparently that helped him get the role.
Yeah, and I feel like there's, from memory, there's only one other film that's actually taken advantage of Taylor Lautner's martial arts training, and that's that Abduction film from 2011. Yeah. It's not great by any stretch, but it's like,
Let's him do that.
Let's him do that. And it's like, oh, okay, so that's how you use Taylor Lautner in a film, is just let him do some martial arts stuff.
How you use Taylor Lautner as a film is that you put him with his then girlfriend Taylor Swift in Valentine's Day, and you have the two of them just screaming about being the two Taylors and making everyone uncomfortable.
I can't believe
that's how you use him in a film.
Did I remember that they were actually together?
Oh, she broke his heart. Like, she proper crushed his heart. She wrote back to December about him, where she like talks about how sorry she is about how cruelly she broke up with him. It's like a really sad song, and she's like, if I could do it again. I don't know.
Taylor White.
She just it's one of the few kind of songs that she's written where
was it
is
in
the bad
Taylor
guy.
Timeline?
I believe it was after John Mayer, because it is it's in the Speak Now album, a lot of which is about John Mayer. But yeah, no, it's one of the few times that she has spoken about like her having regrets at being the bad guy in a relationship, because obviously her music is very much
poor Sharkboy.
Poor Sharkboy. He was
lost his Lavagirl.
Lost his Lavagirl.
Any other thoughts about the film before we chat about other reviews and such?
I think I do want to say, like, I know we touched on it briefly, but I do think that George Lopez, like, he's doing 4 roles in this?
Yeah.
Like, the man is absolutely. I really hope that he got 4 paychecks. What
characters is he doing?
Okay, so you had Mr. Electricity Dad, you had Mr. Electric, the 2 easy ones to remember.
Yeah, the ones I got TikTok.
Yeah. And then you had like when
he voiced the snowy thing,
the thing from Frozen, another thing stolen from Sharkboy and Lavagirl.
Disney, mate, what are you doing?
Disney, what the hell? Basically, this strange what's the thing? Strange New World, whatever the new thing's going to come out.
Oh yeah, I was talking about that, Claire, the other day.
Yeah,
that Strange New World thing.
I mean, I'm just calling it now. If in November it turns out to look exactly like Planet Drool, you know, I feel like just have some words. But
I don't know what the 4th thing he played was. I just read that he played 4 roles.
It was Tobor, the robot.
Was he also
robot
Tobor?
backwards?
Aww.
yes. So I
did not pick up on that.
I mean, so he's got range. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I hope he picked up 4 paychecks for that, because man deserves it.
Yeah, I'll allow that. Good on him.
So, the backbone of the film.
Broke his back from carrying the weight.
That's why he's not in much now. His shoulders.
Sharkboy and Lavagirl. Claire, any final thoughts before we have a look at how it what's the word?
How it was received?
I don't know. How it was received. There we go.
No.
Not like I talk about that every podcast.
I have nothing to say.
I have nothing. Interesting. Okay. Wow. Well, I'm looking forward to hearing what your rating is then when we get to that point.
Do you know what? I've not even thought about it.
Right. Well, I'll list off a few interesting reviews, snips, and things like that. And you can have a think about what you want to rate it. I know you mentioned about the budget before. 50 million, right? $50 million.
Yeah.
So Class is underperforming at the box office. It earned just under $39.2 million in the US and $32.8 million in other territories for a worldwide total of $72 million worldwide. so it still made profit. I looked at as I love to do, nerding out at the Excel spreadsheets that are available via the BFI for the weekend box offices in the UK. It came in at number 7. The other 2 new releases for that week were Dukes of Hazzard, which was number 1, and The Cave. I don't know if I remember that one. It might be a horror film, right?
I think it is, yeah. I'm trying to remember it, though.
Kind of like a cave diving thing, I think.
When did this come out in the UK?
This actually came out at the end of August in the UK, in 2005.
I was busy turning 16, getting drunk in my garden.
Yeah, I think this was the weekend beginning the 25th of August, potentially. I might have made that up.
Oh, that's the weekend before my birthday.
Yeah, but it came out in July in America, which was I'm always interested in when I do that. But yeah, it was beaten out overall by Dukes of Hazzard, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Bewitched, Crash, The Cave, Herbie Fully Loaded, and The Island.
God,
sorry, it was number 8.
Box office week, that is.
End of August.
No slander to Herbie Fully Loaded.
It got 20% critics score on Rotten Tomatoes. Claire, have you checked?
No.
If it's higher or lower?
No, I bet it's higher. I bet it's higher.
33% audience score. I really wish we were recording the video just to see. This poor woman's heart is broken as she's told. Sharkboy and Lavagirl has a higher audience score.
It just makes I know I'm different, and I know I'm odd, and I know I have different.
Sorry, I feel like
out there opinions, but how can I be that wrong about the Flintstones? How can I consistently be?
I was going to say,
wrong?
just for anyone who might be randomly listening to this podcast, every week we've found a pattern where our very first episode that we recorded was the Flintstones, Viva Rock Vegas, the sequel to the 1994 Flintstones, which me and Claire love. We've started to notice that the audience scores of these films that we're reviewing are higher than the 1994 classic. So now every week I have to break Claire's heart as I tell her that the audience score is higher than that film.
The prequel, Viva Rock Vegas, is on the bottom 100 list, but it has a higher audience rating in Rotten Tomatoes than the original, which is not on the bottom 100 list.
It doesn't make sense. Compels me.
So you could say if any audience score goes below Flintstones that they've hit bedrock.
Oh, that was good. Claire's not having it because she's upset.
Just furiously shaking my head.
Just livid.
I thought that was very, very good. But yeah, sorry to break your heart again. This is yet another film higher than the Flintstones.
I did see, because I've just spent the weekend editing our Emoji Movie episode, and we discussed there that we felt like that was one of the few films on our list that had a high cinema score. I did see that this also had a very high cinema score. So it's something about the kids films that are ending up on this list seem to be really embraced by audiences though.
Yeah, and obviously cinema score is the one where they ask the people that are going to see it. I wonder if they actually ask the kids.
Well, I get I think they give everyone a little pamphlet on the way out, so I'd say parents fill it in for the kids as well.
Yeah, because I think kids are probably most likely to just be sure, it's exactly what I wanted, because they have probably no expectations going in.
The kids just going in going, I really admired the VFX work.
Yeah. That Dream song, I hope it goes for an Oscar. But yeah, B+ on cinema score, 38 on Metascore. I had a few reviews that I quite liked. I thought were quite interesting. Lisa Schwartzbaum from Entertainment Weekly gave it a 42. She said, like choral singing and travel photography, this adventure is more fun for participants than it is for spectators. And I was just like, that is actually quite a good point. Very astute. One of the highest scores that they got was actually a 70 from LA Weekly. Ella Taylor said slight but immensely enjoyable charmer. But then most of them are pretty mid to low. Chicago Tribune 38. Alison Benedict said there's really just not a lot here. I'm sure Race's story will entertain the very wee ones, but then again, so do Keys.
Yes.
I love that.
That's the perfect review.
Yeah, because then it's it's precisely there's no sense of this doesn't mean it's any good, it just means it doesn't stop. They have no taste, is essentially what she's trying to say. The AV Club, Nathan Rabin said, sadly, the film's creaky, sometimes painful dialogue makes it all too easy to believe that it was genuinely co-written by a small child. As we say, I just don't think there was enough tweaking there from good old dad as he allows his son to basically...
I bet mum would have tweaked it.
Yeah, well, maybe that's what caused the final signings of the divorce papers. But Roger Ebert actually gave the film 2 out of 4 stars, but he agreed with the other criticisms in which the 3D process used was distracting and muted the colours. There you go, Simon. Muted the colours, thus he believes spoiling much of the film, and that the film would look more visually appealing when released in the home media market.
So it's just such a... I say it's bright and colourful, but the first part is very deliberately not, isn't it? Because the whole point is there's this darkness coming, and it's just already there.
The
darkness. With their hit debut album, Permission to Land.
Well, no, I really don't
Came
like
out that
The Dark
year
List,
as
the
well.
band. Thanks for reminding me of them. That song is now in my head.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Dream. What was that noise?
Wow.
Little rubber duck. I
It's the
forgot it.
light.
I just clicked. Yeah, I was clicking the light and forgot it made a sound.
Let's say, who needs Lavagirl when you've got a
light
ducky
up duck.
keychain?
Yep.
As always, the films on our list have received a few bad awards as well. No Razzies for this one, but there is some for the stinkers. You know, now a well, lauded award show. But it won. So it was nominated for foulest family film. Winner was Son of the Mask, which is also on our list.
That's really
Wow.
high up on our list. That's like in
Really
the top
high up.
10 or
Apparently
15.
It's really, really bad.
Yeah.
Can't wait. It nominated for least special effects. Winner, Alone in the Dark, also on our list. Worst child ensemble nominated. Winner was Yours, Mine and Ours, which I think was a Cheaper by the Dozen kind of fake, like not real, but real rip-off, but kind of.
Yeah,
And then-
it's someone
sorry,
who's
go on.
divorced, has like 10 kids, and then
Yeah.
starts dating a woman who's divorced. It's Dennis Quaid.
Oh, is it?
Yes, it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I quite like Dennis Quaid. Although isn't he problematic now? Someone told me that. I don't know.
I feel like I told you that, and I feel
Yeah.
like I couldn't remember if it was true or not, but I feel like it was. I love pointing out if people are problematic. I had to do a little Google to see if Robert Rodriguez was problematic.
Problematic check.
Because there was some drama between him and Rose McGowan when all the Harvey Weinstein stuff came out, but it seems unsubstantiated, and you can just Google that yourselves.
I mean, him and Tarantino are besties, so if you want to go down the problematic check on that one.
I'd really like Tarantino though, and
Yes,
so
so
does
do I.
Daisy, so we don't like to talk
Film
about that.
bros. Separate the art from the artist. Like people can decide whether they want to do that or not.
That's
Nominated, I can't believe this, worst song or song performance in a film or end credits. Nomination for the song, here we go, official title, Dream, 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 brackets, Dream, Dream. But the winner was Jessica Simpson, These Boots Are Made for Walking from Dukes of Hazzard.
Kind of unfair. That was like the only good thing to come out of that film.
I've never seen it, but I believe you.
It was a real year for bad films this year.
I say,
it seems like
2005's a bumper crop.
yeah, because I didn't see any of the films you listed earlier that were out in the top 10 in the cinema. And now the more films you're mentioning nominated in these awards, I'm like, I feel like maybe I just didn't go to the cinema this year.
The cinema like the plague this year. Nominated worst supporting actor, George Lopez and Tyler Perry won for Diary of a Mad Black Woman, was a Medea film. The Spencer Breslin Award for worst performance by a child seems rather pointed. Nominated for Jacob Davidge, who was the bully, Linus Minus.
He was the best one!
He was
I know,
great.
right? I
Come
know.
on.
Should have gone to Max. And then winner was Adrian Alonso from The Legend of Zorro, but I don't know.
Spencer Breslin is
Abigail Breslin's brother.
Yeah, I was like, what was he so bad in that they named an entire award?
I don't know. But they won like a few other bits and pieces, like for good awards, like Young Artist Award. They got like nominated for Austin Film Critics. Imagine Foundation is like a special Latinx like sort of community award, so they did get some recognition from it.
They made the Spencer Breslin Award for Cat and Hat.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's him. Oh, I forgot. Yeah.
He got
it's not that bad in it.
It's not that bad.
That film's just like nightmare fuel as it is, and I love it.
Because they only ran it for 4 years, and he won it again. So he started the award in 2003, and he won it again in 2006.
God, and they
They retired it.
In 2006 he won it for 3 films. He won it for Santa Claus 3, The Escape Clause, The Shaggy Dog, and Zoom.
They wonder what's wrong with these kids' mental health.
I know, right?
That's so cruel.
I mean,
Yikes.
We don't really endorse those bad film awards and what they stand for, but
I know.
You know.
Big yikes.
So yeah, and then I don't know if Claire, have you had any letterbox ones you want to share? I've got 1 or 2.
I decided that I did not want to give this film any more of my mental space.
Wow.
And
Okay, all right.
I did not do my homework.
Okay. Well, I did at least. But there was only 2 sort of I just wanted to flag that said anything because it's mostly the same sort of sentiment, to be honest. But I actually what is this the Spielberg podcast? Ramblin'.
Is it Ramblin' Amblin?
Yeah, they're really great. I've been on with them. Andrew from there has put a spectacularly garish family folly for Rodriguez, or a harrowing story of a child of divorce losing their mind. Either way, it looks ugly as hell. 1.5 stars. And then I just wanted to mention Matt Turner. He's given it a 1-star review. I just wanted to pull his sort of like main summary. Dull, uninspired, and frequently incoherent children's movie that completely lacks the magic and wit of the Spy Kids films. So another Spy Kids fan there.
Yeah.
Ratings, what we're thinking. If you come to a conclusion, Claire, whilst I've been nattering on.
1 star. It looks like shit. Sounds like shit. Hated it. I'm also not the entire intended audience though. So like,
okay.
Don't at me. Just let me be. Let me hate. Let me hate. Let me hate.
Let her. She's a hater. Let her be a hater. You know, haters gotta hate.
Hate.
Dream.
Taylor and Taylor. They love the repetition in their songs.
Well, Simon.
Look, okay, it's. I'm gonna say, okay. I'm gonna say a solid 3, maybe 3.5.
Whoa! No.
Okay,
so not. Okay, if you do, can you give us another film that you also thought was 3.5, so we can kind of have some sort of benchmark?
Oh god. Okay, no. Okay, I'll stay with 3. I can't. I back down from the high.
I didn't mean to.
So
normally it's me with the aggression. I love it, Daisy.
I'm just trying to understand the workings of the mind, you know.
No, it's impenetrable.
So I'm usually really generous, and I have not given it anywhere near.
Okay, see, I would say, because like putting it on a scale, I'd say like Spy Kids and Spy Kids 2 is like 4.
Okay.
Maybe even higher. I maybe 4.5. Mm-hmm. And then I'd say so. This is not as good. I think it's definitely the lesser.
Yeah.
But I think it's still got a lot in there. Like, despite the weird incoherence of it, of the dream logic and everything else, despite the very hammy performances by some and wouldn't by others, I do think that it hits a certain tone, and I think because it's delivered with like a real earnestness.
Yeah.
It feels like it shouldn't be a word, but it's there. Because and then with the outside context of what was going on around the Rodriguez household.
No, as an artifact of culture, I will give it a 3.5.
You don't get to say a film's good because someone's parents got divorced.
Well, no.
People say that about my work.
Look, I think art doesn't exist in a vacuum. And I think when talking about art like this film, I was just waiting for someone to
Would anyone
looks like someone vacuumed art.
Would anyone guess that Simon's talking about The Adventures of Sharkboy when he said this quote? Art is not in a vacuum.
I was just waiting for someone to take me to task on the word art, so but no, I do genuinely think that it's not perfect, and there are flaws, and we talked about them and made them very clear. And I made them very clear as to what they are. But I do think that everyone has like it's a really nice. It's a nice film. Mm-hmm. It's a really and the bad guys are properly bad. The good guys are properly good. Like it's genuinely fun, fair. I think
that's fair.
Yeah, and I just think that the song maybe knocks it down from the 3.5 that I was going to give it, because
I kind of like it, ironically, to be honest.
Okay.
You like it unironically, and you know it.
I don't even remember how it goes. I just say "dream" over and over again because there's no melody to it anyway.
I've got the actual good dream song in my head, like dream, dream, dream.
Yeah, that's what I keep doing.
That's now in my head now.
No, I think I respect that, Simon. There's stuff to like here. I just don't think that I was in the right frame of mind to watch it when I did. That maybe didn't help. But I think all I can hold on to is this idea of, I think it's lovely what he did, taking his son's idea.
Yeah.
But I think he's kind of had the privilege of then just being able to make a movie for the sake of making. Not that he shouldn't have made the movie based on that, but I don't think he's really done anything above and beyond that other people would have had he not been so well respected in the industry. And actually, this is a product of its time where I would have probably loved it had I seen it at the time. But now that's kind of that ship sailed kind of thing. But it's still nice to see the source of internet content.
I mean, to quote the internet, my summary of this film is: men will make a whole ass kids 3D movie rather than go to therapy.
Brilliant. Rather than go to couples therapy.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm going to give it 1.5.
Oh, I thought you'd be much higher. Yes, welcome to my hate party.
Only haters welcome. No, I don't know. I just too many things about it that aren't up to standard. I don't think it's bad. Sorry, I don't think it's terrible, but I was watching it thinking, oh, this is quite bad. Sorry. I'm not saying it's not enjoyable for people to watch, but I don't think it's a well-made film. And because I didn't enjoy it, usually my enjoyment factors into it. If I didn't have enjoyed this, 100% would have been a 3 or a 3.5, because I would have been like, who cares if it's bad? I enjoyed it. But unfortunately, I didn't get that either. So
that's more than fair.
Yeah. So I
watch
actually
Sky High instead. You'll enjoy that.
Well, this is the thing. I just sat there going, I just want to watch Spy Kids now.
You know what I did after watching this? I did go through Netflix and watch Spy Kids.
Did you? Yes.
Yeah. And I went, it's like going into a nice warm bath.
Yeah.
It still holds up. It's so good.
The early 2000s. Yeah.
It's like you have that whole opening sequence where it's Carla Gugino and Antonio Banderas just flirting, and it's great.
That's what you need.
Oh, I do like Antonio Banderas.
Oh, well.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah.
I do.
So I am actually going to say that it does deserve its ranking on the bottom 100, which is quite harsh for me.
I agree. I'm like, it's not a good movie. It's not good visually. It's not good on paper.
It just hits the mark so much across the board, unfortunately, and doesn't make up for it in enjoyment in my eyes. So,
I don't want to burn it, but I'm definitely not saying it. I think
maybe I'll watch it again under the right circumstances.
I will never watch this film again. I will never watch this film again. It's really made me even less. I've never wanted to watch Spy Kids, and this makes me want to watch Spy Kids even less.
No.
No, I think you'll enjoy Spy Kids more. So yeah, I mean, I probably won't burn it, but I'm not. Yeah, I think it deserves to be down there. Anyone else want to throw their opinion into this?
Simon, do you think this deserves to be on the bottom 100 movies of all time?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so the last time this happened, because normally we're all in complete agreement, the last time this happened and the guest said no and we said yes, we said, well then what film do you think should be on there instead?
In its place.
Oh God, okay.
Put you on the spot.
Yeah, that's on the spot. Okay,
because this has only happened once before.
That first of all requires me to know what else is on the 100.
Well, no, just a film that you think is really bad, and if it's already on there, that's fine.
You've got to save this. If you want to save it from the bottom 100,
then you need to give
it
in its place. And we need to know an example of what kind of film to you then does deserve to be there.
That's the main reason we want to ask.
Okay, I would say the film Valiant.
About the pigeons?
About the pigeons. I do not like that film one bit.
I forgot about that. I know about that film.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I used to love it. Me and my dad and my brothers used to watch it all the time.
Oh man, what an absolute charmless, joyless, goddamn film that was. I remember seeing that at the cinema. My parents paid money. They were like,
I don't know.
Water kids to go see Valiant.
We loved it in the Edwards household. I can't remember anything about it though.
Oh man,
I have no discernible opinion about it.
I don't think you'd like it, Claire.
I mean, isn't it war propaganda?
Probs.
It's a bit jingoistic. It's a bit like, oh yeah, it's the Second World War. Go, blimey, yeah, pigeons.
Oh, I probably wouldn't like it now.
That's a big out for me.
I think that level probably went over my head as a child.
But it's also like dirt cheap animation, and it's like,
who is it? Is it DreamWorks? No, it's Disney.
Is it
Disney? No, it's not Disney.
It is.
It's not Disney. Valiant is not Disney.
It says Walt Disney above it.
They must have bought the distribution rights then, because it's not a Disney picture.
Oh, hold up. Yeah, they bought distribution for the US. So it's Vanguard Animation, Ealing Studios, and Odyssey Entertainment. It was released by Entertainment Film Distributors. Entertainment Film Distributors sounds like a front for
there's a money laundering.
I mean, their first big success was Teen Wolf in 1985.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, I take back what I said.
But that's
but come up with a more creative way.
A real fall from grace for Ealing Studios, who made so many like iconic films in like the post-war period, and then you get all the way like the 21st century, and then it's Valiant.
Because they need more war. They're like, we need the war again.
Yeah, here you go, Claire. Here's a synopsis. Set in the May of the year 1944, it tells the story of a group of war pigeons during World War II. The film is based on a story by George Webster and inspired by the true stories of hundreds of pigeons.
I did know that. I do remember when it came out, learning that it was a true story about war pigeons.
I'm sorry. I really reason I'm laughing because that was said so sincerely.
But it was true, in fairness.
I know,
those pigeons worked hard. They carried messages back and forth, and they helped win the war.
They deserve their due. They
really, deserve their
do.
due. If we can have 100 million films about American soldiers who only turned up in the last little bit, we can have a film about the hard-working British pigeons. I've come all the way around.
It sounds like you might want to watch it. You've come full circle. I'm just going to see what the rating is on IMDb. 5.5.
What? Okay.
Do audiences prefer it to the Flintstones on Rotten Tomatoes?
Oh my god! I just want you look at that. I just want to look at the cast. Ewan McGregor, Ricky Gervais, Tim Curry.
Right. No, but
Jim Broadbent, Hugh Laurie, John Cleese, John Hurt, Rick Mayall. I think you need to reevaluate something. No, I'm joking.
No.
I'm joking. It's all subjective.
I love all of those people. Did not like Valiant.
But they made a wrong choice.
They made wrong choice.
This is brilliant. I love how that came to mind because that was living in the deep, dark recesses of my brain.
All right, so Valiant Adventures of Sharkboy and Lavagirl has 20 from critics, 33 from audiences. Valiant has 32 from critics. The critics believed this was better, but only 29 from audiences. So audiences agree with Simon. The Flintstones,
voice of the people.
And the pigeons.
The Flintstones has 22 from critics. So critics believed this was better than the Flintstones, and audiences gave it 29 as opposed to 24. So audiences and critics both believe Valiant is better than the Flintstones, and I hate everyone.
And now you don't want to watch Valiant again.
I'm gonna watch the Flintstones again.
Okay, so Valiant, according to Simon, is now on the bottom 100. Fair play.
Whack it on there.
Fair play. I feel like maybe we should, when we finally finish, we should watch it whatever anyone deserves to.
When we finally finish.
Yeah, finally being the optimum word. Right.
Dead.
Let's talk about some films that we like, shall we? Top 3. Simon, do you want to take it away and tell us what the theme is of this week?
Okay.
Can Simon do it?
What?
Yeah.
Do we not usually have the guest do it?
No, usually you do it.
But it's pretty simple. I didn't make it up this time. It's just, and you.
I like that. Like when it's Daisy's concept, she's like, "I'll need to explain it because it's so complex." And when I picked it, she's like, "Anyone can explain it. It's not very. It's pretty simple."
No, I meant it more in a way of, I'll have to see if it makes sense. You know what I mean?
I feel like at some point I'm going to be having a walk with one of them, and they're going to be like, "They're not compatible anymore."
In front
I
of
was
us.
just making a reference back to the film.
Mummy and Daddy are fighting, and we're making
Oh, I
this.
see. Well, I'm more than happy to say what the top three theme is this week. Well, I'm already talking now, so I'm going to do it.
If a child can write a movie, Simon can explain the theme.
It's true. I've had that comparison made before to things that I can do. So, the top three this episode. God, I'm barely getting through it.
That's what I mean.
See, it really does take another level.
I was happy to take over, but...
Oh, God. See, it's the same level of professionalism on JumpCast every week, I tell you. So, the top three this episode. I can't even do the sentence now. Okay.
Wait, you started this podcast being the only person that could say a full sentence, and now look at you.
This is... It's the power of Sharkboy and Lavagirl. I've gone to Planet Drool, and...
Yeah.
I've come back feeling like this. No. Okay, so... Okay, so the top three this episode was films with children in the lead role.
The titular role doesn't have to be the titular role.
Well, no, I hope not, because
no, it doesn't. I promise. Tell us what your top three was. Are you going to do them in any order? You can do them in any order, or you can do them in a tiered order. It's up to you.
I'm going to do them in any order.
Go ahead.
Simon chose chaos.
Well, I it's so hard to pick a number one, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So, okay, first of all, I'm going to say Hunt for the Wilder People.
Yes,
that's a good choice.
I love that film.
Yeah, I think it's still Taika Waititi's best film. Mm-hmm. Like, remains that, and I think
that's fair.
I'm nodding when I completely disagree with you. I'm just nodding away. I was like, wait, you're wrong. No, I don't agree with that.
Oh, wow, okay.
I just said one of it. I won't say.
Oh, no?
Because it might come up in my picks later.
But no, I think it's genuinely one of the sweetest, funniest, most heartwarming films I've ever seen. I think when people say about, like, oh, Taika Waititi getting all this success and accolade, what's it like based on and everything else, just go, Exhibit A, Hunt for the Wilder People, watch this film, come back to me and apologize. Like, it's genuinely and unashamedly just beautiful. It's a beautiful film. And yeah, Julian Dennison is excellent. I think Skuck's life, and and Sam Neill plays like this really fascinating, like gruff, very like detached from reality, but like and from the real world and the outside world by choice because of tragedy and just circumstance, and then it's about getting him to reconnect, and it's so sweet.
It's a really lovely movie,
and it has one of the funniest jokes ever about the Caucasian. But I got that wrong because you're obviously white.
That's my favourite joke. You're obviously white. Yeah, that's pretty damn funny.
So good. Okay, next I'm gonna go for represent with the podcast I do, Thunderpants.
Oh,
so yeah, and shameless, I know.
Nothing more than shameless plug.
No, I think it is genuinely sweet, and like one of the reasons why I was so keen to explore those films in particular was because when I was a kid, when I watched Thunderpants, like obviously the main takeaway from it is loads of fart jokes, but when you get into it, like the central performances between Bruce Cook and Rupert Grint, they're so sweet and their friendship is really genuine, and it's like it's so difficult to get good chemistry out of adult actors, let alone 11-year-olds who are, a bit uncertain. And yet, all the way through it, their friendship is so pure and sweet and believable in this entirely like ludicrous setting and story and everything else. And then on top of that, like that's got a cast list and a half. Like that has got like, with the Valiant. But this really does have like a whole bunch of people in it.
So I've not seen it. Who else is in that?
So you've got off the top of my head, you got Stephen Fry, you got Simon Callow, you've got Ted Beatty, I think it's his name. You got Jim Matty's in there. You've got
wow.
oh yeah,
I remember it being advertised.
Ned Beatty. Sorry,
Everywhere.
not Ned Beatty.
I get the
who's-
impression it's one of
yeah.
those British films where every single adult who's ever been in Britain, isn't it?
Pretty much, it is one of those films, genuinely.
Have you stepped
And
foot in
yes.
Britain? Straight into casting, please.
Yeah.
Have you ever appeared on an episode of Casualty?
Yeah, or Hope City.
Honestly, it is one of those
Bill?
films where you half expect Dench to appear like halfway through. But no, it's Ned Beatty, who's like, because there's a whole side of it where it goes to the US because of it becomes like a space rescue film like, in the last act. It's just bonkers, but everything is done in entire like. Yeah, it's great, and it's so sweet, and it's by the same guy who did the Borrowers film with John Goodman.
I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember that.
As like there is a very clear like visual consistency.
Sorry.
That's all right.
You have to do it.
We did it in an emoji movie, so it's in my head. I remember.
I do it all the time now.
Oh,
Someone
wow.
that doesn't even watch South Park, it's quite despicable how much I say it.
It's a very it does work so well, doesn't it? It's like that quick go-to. Oh my gosh, I've almost forgotten what my last one was going to be. No, I'll tell you what it is. I'm keeping
He
it.
don't remember. He don't.
I don't
remember.
It's goddamn member berries. No, I do remember now. God.
I'm sorry.
My head,
He's
Charles.
getting at us from all angles.
Okay, right. Last but not least, I'm going for another one that was kind of. Oh my god! Really? Okay, right. Claire's gone. She's completely gone. Oh wow.
Oh, my cheeks hurt.
Oh
laughing.
jeez.
Right, number 3.
Okay, number 3. And again, in no particular order. I'm going for another post-millennium family film.
Yeah.
The Little Vampire.
Little Vampire. I don't know if I
So
know
this
this one.
was-
Is that the one that doesn't have Featherboy in it, but it has that little blonde kid that was in everything?
Yeah, it has the little blonde kid who was in everything.
Yeah. What happened to
Jonathan
him?
Lipnicki. I think
Was he in Stuart Little?
he was in Stuart Little. Yes, that's right.
Oh, yes.
And he was in Jerry Maguire, and he was in
Celebs Go Dating.
Wasn't he in No,
He was, I promise you.
No.
I promise you. On one of the first few series of Celebs Go Dating, he was on it.
Oh
Because
my
the whole
God.
thing was about how he couldn't ever be taken seriously in the US because he was. Everyone kept saying, "You're Stuart Little." Yeah, Jonathan Lipnicki, isn't
that's
it?
him. Yeah, that's him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a film I've seen, but I really vividly remember the poster.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But and that's another film where there's like everyone in it, where you've got like so yeah, Jonathan, he plays this kid who's like family have gone from LA to Scotland, and
Right.
and then as you know, as always happens when Americans come over to like Scottish castles, they befriend a family of vampires.
Sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
And like the whole thing is so sweet. Like Richard E. Grant plays like the vampire dad.
That sounds good. That sounds like great casting.
Oh, it's so good. Your man from Downton Abbey is like a vampire hunter. Carson, Jim, something.
The one that's in Paddington.
No. The butler. Oh God, what's his name?
Jim
He's
Carter?
married to him. He's married to yes, Jim Carter. That's it. Yeah, married to another.
Honestly, I've not seen Downton Abbey. I just looked at his face and went, "He looks like the bloke."
Yep, that's him.
He'll do.
And then you've got like Alice Kriege. I never know how to pronounce her name. Again, as like the vampire mum.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but yeah, and it's like quite a few different people in there.
It's
where
got the
like,
girl from one of the girls from Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe in.
Yes, Anna Popplewell. Yeah,
Mm.
and yeah, like it's
I might
got
have to
like
check this one out.
it's really sweet. It's very odd, definitely. But it's just one of those things. I remember watching it again in the cinema as a kid and being completely swept up in it. And then it's like, got the DVD, watched the DVD, rewatched it countless times, and then as soon as DVD disappeared from from consciousness. And as soon as I was like, oh yeah, I'm too cool for that, like it just disappeared from memory until like maybe the beginning of lockdown, when I was like, let's just watch all the things that made me feel good.
Pandemic was lockdown was good for going back and watching all of those nostalgia ones, because like Disney Plus came out like that March as well, so I feel like everyone kind of went on a bit of a
I was worried we were going to go into like big conspiracy podcasting again there with Disney Plus and lockdown. No.
It was already out in the US.
No
Disney
COVID
Plus,
conspiracies on this podcast.
Absolutely
good.
not.
Okay.
No, it just was that because it came out when everyone was in lockdown. There was a lot of people going back and watching films from their childhood and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah. Because there was a lot of big, like you say, nostalgia's comfort. So a lot of people wanted that at that time, sort of uncertainty and stuff.
Absolutely.
So, love it. I love it when someone says a film and I like completely unlocks part of my brain, like Valley, and I was like, where did that come from? Like locked away in a file deep in my brain.
I'd say my mental happy place is like 2001 to 2004 cinema.
Mm-hmm.
Like that just does it for me.
Whereas that's my trauma centre.
Oh god.
Not specifically the cinema, but those years were not good years to be a Claire. So we don't like to revisit those
any
times.
kind of pigeon-based
CGI
fest World War II propaganda.
No.
Cool. I haven't. I have to check out those choices, as we say with every guest. I really like how people come on and through no like preemptiveness of our own, have different options to us. Well, they might not. They have different options to me. I haven't heard your options yet, Claire.
Oh, okay.
No, none of them are. I've actually the only one I've seen is Hunt for the Wilder People, which I do love.
Yeah, me too. Who's going to go first this week? Do we know who's winning and losing?
I'm technically winning, but you won the most recent vote, which was our Fear.com episode. Okay. The Fincher fans came out in force.
They did. Thank you.
So
Film bros, rise up. Yes.
The Bong Hive let me down. So you may go first.
Okay. So I am just going to whack it out there straight away. We've spoken about it enough. Spy Kids number 1. I do like number 2. Number 3 is hokey. It's not great, but it holds a very, very special place in my heart because of that. But number 1 is actually not only a fantastic kids directed at kids film, it's a fantastic family film and just an all-round fantastic send up to the spy genre, but also just looks incredibly important. Like, I don't know, because I'm not part of the Latinx community, but I think that representation of that side of how family is important and all of that history and things like that, I just think it's beautiful and really sweet. And it's just fantastically made. Editing, directing, the CGI definitely isn't like super expensive, but it's fun. Got great cast. Like having those two as parents, Antonio Banderas and Carla. I can never pronounce her last name. Do you remember what her last name is?
I've not seen.
I went for Gugino, but I don't know if that's right.
You know her if you saw her, if you don't know her by name. And the kid actors is Alexa Vega at the time. And Daryl something, I can't remember his last name now. But I just think they're fantastic.
He's now married to that singer,
Meghan Trainor. Mm-hmm. But they've just mind blown. They're fantastic. I think the film incredibly well for their age. And then it just gets more crazy from there in the sequels. But that as a standalone thing is so much fun. And I just again wore the disc out by watching it over and over again. So that was my number 1. I've guested on more than one podcast talking about Spy Kids, so if you want to hear more about what I think about that, let me know and I can send you the links to those ones. Claire?
So I'm going to go with the Taika Waititi film that I think is just slightly better than Hunt for the Wilder People, which is Jojo Rabbit. I adore Jojo Rabbit. It's one of my favourite films of the last 10 years. Absolutely broke me. I went to see it with the top 10 worst hangover of my life at London Film Festival, and I set myself up with a litre of water, a rehydration sachet, ibuprofen, Lucozade, and snacks. And I didn't need any of them because the film was just so lovely and it made me cry, and I cried all of my alcohol out.
I've never thought Jojo Rabbit would be a cure for a hangover before.
Honestly, it's a cure for everything. It's the most wholesome, lovely, wonderful. Like, it's the innocence of children. I made my mum watch it with me in lockdown, and she loved it too, which is we don't have the most crossover of films. I know that lots of people don't like it because they don't like the humour and the Hitler thing. I love it. It worked. Everything worked on me. I think it's one of Scarlett Johansson's greatest performances. The scene when she plays both the mum and the dad, my heart breaks during that. She's so wonderful in it. Sam Rockwell with his little guy liner kind of thing. Love it. And yeah, I think it's brilliant. I think it captures a child's imagination and makes something accessible. And if you hate it, then, well, fuck you.
There you go. And that concludes the debate on Jojo Rabbit.
But the child actor in it, I've forgotten his name.
He's fantastic.
He is great.
I'm gonna name
friend.
Oh my god, Geordie! It's a terrible time. It's a terrible time to be a Nazi, Jojo.
Did you ever watch the Home Alone film he did?
I did last year.
I did not.
Yeah.
Not good.
So how they say not good.
The young man who the lead character Jojo is Roman Griffin Davis. Obviously, Thomasin McKenzie's also in it. She's not quite a child star, but she's a young actress. And his friend Georgie was Alfie Allen. No, not Alfie Allen. Alfie Allen's famous guy. I don't know who the friend is. I'm a terrible human. Archie Yates is Yorkie.
Archie Yates. I just love the way he's like, Jojo, like running towards him. He's like, and he's like, got a girlfriend. He's like, congratulations. It's so funny.
Just there, and what Simon was saying about the, chemistry between leads. Oh my god, the chemistry between that little hair.
That friendship.
Yeah, so much. Yeah. Oh, love it.
Oh, that's cute. Mine's a bit of a different speed from my next pick. Mine is Bugsy Malone. I'm a really big fan, apparently, of children-run musicals because some of my favourite films/musicals are Bugsy Malone, Oliver and Annie.
Oh God!
Wow.
Clearly, I grew up watching them and just thought I could be part of the cast. And
be anything anyone wants you to be.
Bum, 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 bum.
Whatever the lyrics are. I don't know.
It was close enough. I'll give you that. I don't know. I just fucking love it. Like, they're dressed up as like New York gangsters, and instead of real guns, they're like cream pies. It's just so silly, and it's just so many good songs. And Jodie Foster as Tallulah is just amazing. The main guy's incredibly right wing now. Scott something, can't remember. He appeared in Arrested Development quite a lot. I don't know if he's really big.
Scott Baio.
Yeah, Scott Baio. But yeah, I just thought it holds a very special place in my heart. Like, it's proper nostalgia. I love the way it's filmed. I think it's filmed in the 70s or 80s, but it's done in the style of the 40s, obviously. So the camera looks like it's covered in Vaseline, the lens. But the costumes are cute. Like, the songs are great. And all of the songs, in terms of the way they're sung by adults. So I just think it's just this weird little, like, niche, like, sort of gimmick, but I just think it's really funny. But yeah, I don't really hear people really talk about it. I guess it's not universally well loved, but I consistently listen to the soundtrack. And my school did a performance of it, and I wish I'd have gone for it just to be part, because I was just too shy, and I really loved that musical, and but the people that I saw do it were very, very good. Indeed. And it was all an all-girls school, so it was quite funny to watch my friend Angelina play Fat Sam. But yeah, what's your second choice?
My second choice is going to be Room, the Brie Larson and Jacob Tremblay film. Absolutely just love that film. I think it's so well made. I'm a big Brie Larson fan. The direction of it, I read the book as well, and I personally thought it was a really good adaptation of the book. I know there's lots of other people that disagree with that. Look at me with the controversial takes. Brie Larson, in my opinion, defo deserved to win the Oscar, but it really annoys me. Jacob Tremblay definitely deserved to be nominated for that film. I saw a couple of people talking about it the other day on Twitter about how it was unfair that he didn't at least get a nomination. It's one of the best performances in a film, let alone a child performance. He's just he has to be in every scene of that film. Like, he is the eyes of that film, and he holds it. His chemistry with Brie is so wonderful. He's gone on to do some good stuff, he's gone on to do some bad stuff. Really hope we see more of him if that's what he wants. But just an outstanding performance and what's just a really brilliant film.
I agree. I haven't watched that in ages, actually. I went to see it when it came out, but I think he's a fantastic little actor. I always am happy to see something that he's in, even if I'm lukewarm on what it is itself. But yeah, no, I might have to rewatch that. My last one, just before I do my last one, I always have extra ones that I haven't
honorary mentions.
Honorable mentions. I've already mentioned two of them, Oliver and Annie, for the same reasons, Bugsy Malone. But I picked Bugsy Malone because it had a different kind of gimmick to it, like a different style, like something about it. And Parent Trap as well, even though there's only one of them, technically one of them, but there's two of them. Parent Trap, Lindsay Lohan is fantastic. She just never seemed like a child. She was just always very like. I have a funny feeling that's Claire's first.
Yeah, this is why we usually do the honourable mentions after we've both gone.
Oh, do we? Oh, sorry, I forgot. I don't know if we always do that, but oh well. My last choice is E.T.
Nice.
That hadn't come to me straight away, but then I thought, oh, do you know what? It's because it doesn't come across as a kid's film, and it kind of goes to show how fantastic they are. Like, and it's so funny now. I can't even remember what the main kid's name is, but Henry something, isn't it? And he's in like Haunting of Hill House now, and I go, oh my god, that's the kid from E.T. But obviously he's very much like established actor in himself. But to hold, and it goes, credit to direction and everything as well. But to hold a film like that as a young boy opposite a puppet, like. A very scary puppet, might I add. I'm scared of E.T. And Drew Barrymore, obviously, for very, very obvious reasons. It's just, I think it's just up there with one of the most fantastic sort of family films in terms of it being like an absolute masterpiece in itself. The fact that these kids were actually doing all of the legwork is just insane. So yeah, that's my last pick. They were all in random orders. So yeah.
Oh yeah, no, E.T. is wonderful. It made me cry when I watched it, and I don't like, but not the end. Like I just within the first 10 minutes, I just started. I had to turn it off and come back later. I don't know what was going on. I'm actually not going to do Parent Trap. I was thinking about it because it's very on brand. It's very on brand. But I was 50-50 in, and now, so because you've honourable mentioned it, we don't need to. So I'm going to go with Little Miss Sunshine. Abigail Breslin, a far better performance apparently than her brother's performances, as we learned in this episode.
Imagine being at the dinner table around that house.
I know. Do you know what I've just realised I should have done? I'm not going to do it. It'll be an honourable mention.
Go on.
Uptown Girls, Dakota Fanning.
Oh, so I haven't seen it.
Oh, I fucking love that film. Because I was just thinking about how Elle Fanning stole Dakota Fanning's career.
Oh yeah.
With awkward dinner table conversations. Little Miss Sunshine. I mean, the cast is one of my favourite casts of any film. I just adore the film. Anyway, it's one of my favourite films of all time. But Abigail Breslin, just like, again, that chemistry that she has with the adults and her ability to just gel with the adult conversations, to hold those scenes. All like, I know the big scene is her dancing at the end, but it's all about the ice cream scene, the diner scene where they all have to. Oh, like my heart when Paul Dano and Steve Carell are like, "Oh, this ice cream's so yummy, it's so good," and then she's like, "Okay, I want it." Yeah. I just love everything about that film. I mean, Steve Carell and Paul Dano just melt my heart anyway, but it's such a wonderful piece.
They feel like a real family, right? Yeah. Especially with the way they interact with her and the way she interacts with him, and I think that's why it works so well.
And the relationship between her and Paul Dano's character, like, he hates everyone, but he doesn't hate her, and she is the pure heart of that
What's
family.
Her name again?
Unites them.
It's like, cause kind of like an older name, right?
Isn't it like April or something?
Yeah, hold on. It's not that it matters, but it's just playing in my brain.
I feel like it's Olive.
Yeah, it's just a little bit unconventional.
Yeah. But yeah, no, just love her performance. So yeah. My other honourable mentions were School of Rock. Because, you know,
of course.
they're all so great in School of Rock.
How did I not think of that?
And then also Child's Play, which I watched recently. And, like, the kid in Child's Play is just, like, living his best life, just going to town. Like,
I haven't seen it, you know?
It's just, I was watching it and I was like, this little kid, like, getting shit done. Just really, like, he, like, goes across town on a subway by himself with the Chucky doll. Yeah, I just
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
It seems very irresponsible.
It was a whole thing.
There was a whole movie about it.
I thought that kid was quite cute and quite decent.
Interesting.
And he has come back. The actor has come back as an adult to be in the Chucky TV series, which I wasn't a huge fan of. It was too overhyped for me. I had too high expectations. I watched all of the Chucky films before Christmas with my cousin for the first time ever, and then we started the TV show, and it was a stark difference. Whereas I think if you hadn't have watched them in ages, it felt. But yeah, kids stomping on the dreams and saying which ones are better than others.
Pitting them against each other.
Just like the Breslin family.
Lovely stuff. Okay, so that wraps it up for our Adventures of Sharkboy and Lavagirl in 3D episode. Who has seen it? Do you like it? Do you think it deserves to be on the bottom 100? Find us on Twitter and Instagram at WRatedPod and on Letterboxd at WRated. Simon, where can we find you on socials? And do you have anything to plug? Do you want to tell us a little bit more about your podcast that you mentioned?
Oh gosh, okay, yeah, shameless plug time. So I'm on the socials. I mean, to be honest, I'm mostly just on Twitter. At Simon R. Whitlock. I have Instagram and everything else, but I don't really use it, so don't get your hopes up if you find me there. As for podcasts, so every week I do JumpCast with friend of the show Alex Gilston and Charlotte Harrison, who I don't know has been on yet. If not, she's great. She's very good and very knowledgeable and funny and just the better third, I'd say. Definitely. So yeah, that's every week, and that's yes, your standard reviews, news, whatnot. And Claire's actually co-hosted. As a
I
guest.
took over for Charlotte once.
Did you?
Yes, I did an excellent job. Say, well, better than the three of us anyway. So, but yeah, no, that was really great. And we also do. I also do Little Women in Black Thunderpants. So that is a very wordy podcast about the films of Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, and Rupert Grint, without getting into the Potter stuff. Basically, it was devised around the time when Rowling was at her peak turfiness, and I was like, we don't talk enough about the lead actors' other films because they deserve that credit. So I do that with Callum Cooper, who
Emoji Movie fame.
And so we just chat and shoot the breeze and eventually discuss the films that we talk about every episode. And we've had a couple of guests on there every now and again, and you guys are always welcome. So don't be strangers. But otherwise, just bumming around on Twitter, really.
As do we all. Claire, where can we find you on the socials?
At the moment, I am lurking behind the W-Rated Pod Twitter. My aim is to post one thing a day. So let's see how I'm doing. I've managed it for 3 days so far. This will come out in about a month. Let's see.
Cool.
I definitely won't be doing that because I'm going on holiday for a week and I won't be using my phone. So I've already failed.
So it's up to Daisy, so put your bets on.
That was too big a laugh, I apologise.
I know truth when I see it. So maybe if you can see me tweeting from my own account at Daisy Vick Edwards, tell me to log on to my other account and tweet something a lot more productive at W Rated. But I'm also on Instagram, Daisy Victoria Edwards, and Letterboxd is Daisy Victoria Edwards as well, I think. But yeah, I think that's everyone covered off. So thanks for tuning in, everyone, and thank you for joining us, Simon. It's been a blast.
It's been really fun. Thank you for having me again.
If you enjoy listening to our podcast, you can give us a follow or subscribe. We'd absolutely love that. And if you're feeling generous, a rating or a review. And we hope you can join us for the next episode where we take on our next worst rated film. See you then.
Close your eyes, shut your mouth, dream a dream and get us out. Dream, 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 dream. Hit the hay, fast asleep, dream a dreamy little bleep. Dream, 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 dream.
It's working! Keep it up, Sharkboy!
Just relax, lay about, or my fist will put you out. Dream, 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 dream. Take your time, but beware, there's darkness in the air. Dream, 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 dream.
Dream about me next, Max. I need to know who I am. Not just destruction, or a simple flame. Dream of me as something good. He's having a nightmare!